Hey everyone, welcome in. How's everyone doing today? Um, like I just said on the Discord, I ordered a bunch of new emotes, which I am really excited for because I've had like I've had extra emote slots for I think they added them like a year ago or something like that, and I just like never really got around to getting new emotes because it's kind of a pain because the person who made my current emotes, I don't think makes emotes anymore. So I was like, oh, I have to find like a new person to make them, and then I was like, oh, but they will be like, they won't match. They won't match the current ones I have, and I was like, oh, that's a, But I was like, what can you do about that? Um, yeah. So then I recently found someone else, and I finally got like an order in for new emotes, and they just sent me the sketches, and they're so cute. Um, which so I'm really excited. But then more than a second late. Look, look, I was sleeping on the job. um, yeah, they sent me the sketches, and they're like, "Oh, do you have any like revisions?" And I said, "Oh, thank you so much. These emotes are so cute," or like something like that, right? So I was like, "Oh, you're so talented. The emotes are very cute." And then I was like, "Oh, but I have a few revisions to make." And then I like put it in like a line below. And then for some reason, like it just like the messaging system just like deleted everything below the line. So it looked and then so below it, I was explaining like, oh, like can you change this emote? And then I was explaining the me jug mad emote, and the one where like I'm actually wearing this shirt, and then I have my arms crossed and I look mad. Um, and I attached the photo of that for reference. But then like all the other part of the message got deleted. So it looks like I literally just said, "Thank you so much for the emotes. You're so talented." And then just attached that photo for like no reason at all. Um because like she replied, like I didn't notice when I sent it, and then she replied and she was like, "Oh, if you don't have any revisions, it's like I'll continue like coloring them in and stuff." And I was like, "Wait a second. Wait a second. I definitely wrote something there." But I guess it just disappeared. But yeah, I explained myself. I was like, "Oh, sorry, it got deleted. I wasn't just sending that photo for no reason." um, but yeah, I am also very excited for the new emotes. We will. I ordered 12 for now, and then one animated one, and then um, but I want a bunch more animated ones because like we have so many ideas for animated ones, but the pack I ordered was like or like the set. I don't know what it is, but like the order like format was like 12 static ones and one animated one. So I could only choose one animated one. So I was like, well, in that situation, I have to choose the yapping emote, because we do a lot of yapping. So I chose that one, but I kind of want to get more. So maybe if these emotes go well, then I'll order a bunch more as well. But I don't know. I'll have to check how many slots I have after I add the current ones. Typical me just saying people are talented sarcastically. I was like, yes, I love your emotes. Miju Mana chat emo. I know we need that one. Everyone loves the Mijog Mad emo, and we need an emo version of that. So I need to make sure it's perfect. So I sent the photo of it. But all the rest of the message got deleted. I had to retype it. And welcome in, Ratsy. I hear you hate your emo. No, they're so amazing. I don't think I could show you guys the sketches because, well, I don't know. She probably doesn't want like our unfinished work published. But I'm sure we'll get the full emotes fairly soon. Probably within like a week, I would say. We got the sketches done pretty quickly, so I don't know how long the rest of it takes. But yeah, I would assume somewhere around like a week. So it is. Look forward to those. And welcome in, Chicana. Thanks for the 45 months. How are you? How was Pilates? Pilates was pretty good. She said my core was strong. I was like, oh my god, she has never said that to me. Like, you guys, she's never called me strong. She's always like, man, you're so weak. But she said your core is strong today. I was like, thank you. I will say, like, currently my strongest part is my core. I would say. My My arms super weak. She said your core is strong, but your arms are weak. But it's true. It's true. I can't really falter for saying that, It's just the truth. I have very weak arms. Miji's ego is so big she just attaches photos to herself of herself whenever she messages people so they can admire her. Maybe. Maybe she liked the photo. I don't know. You just woke up kind of. Fair enough. A nice sleeping in today. Yeah, I'm definitely a core gamer now. I will say my core is the most focused part of my body for sure. And welcome in, Ricky. How are you? When applying to her job, she sends one of her emotes, no resume. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to send like a photo of yourself on the resume because it could cause like discrimination and stuff. It's like not good to. But they probably don't want your photo either because like the photo of yourself is not relevant unless you're applying to be like a model or like an actor or something. In that situation, you probably have a headshot. But I know in like I don't know if it's the same in Japan, but definitely in Korea, you have to have like a photo on your resume, which is they have their own issue with like look what is it called? Lookism, where like attractive people get more stuff. Which exists in the West, but it's just more like out in the open, let's say. And it's more acceptable. They need to know how good I look while coding. You need to like take a picture of yourself like typing at your computer and they're like, wow, he looks like he's good at coding. That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Speaking of jobs, decided not to join the RCMP. Turns out they need to be in great shape to get hired. I thought you were getting your HR certificate. I thought you were starting work in May or starting your your course in May. Why'd you make me rise so late yesterday? I feel like I was being too nice yesterday without your presence. Yeah, Chikano was so nice. He was giving me so many compliments, just like left and right. It was crazy. The influence, like, or the lack of influence of Zirconian changed man, honestly. I decided to go back to school instead. I mean, I think that makes sense. I mean, the my only frame of reference is Zootopia. And in Zootopia, Judy has to go through like the rigorous police training, like the physical training you need to get through. So like, you know, think about Judy. Think about Judy. I'm sorry. I don't know much about. I don't know much about police training, police academy. Is that a thing? Academy? I'm sure it's academy. Don't you need like a degree? I thought you were supposed to get like a degree first, and then you go into the academy. Also, there's something on my eyelash that's really annoying. I can like it keeps like intruding on my vision. Keep you on the true path today. It inflated my ego so much that I sent a random picture of myself to the emote artist. They did 26-week course of train. That's a lot. That's a lot. Judy Hopps as an example works pretty good for me. Exactly. Like we might not know much about police training, but we have seen Zootopia, But they also said that in that course you do an 8-kilometer run. That's like 4 miles, right? I remember I had to do like I had to do like a mile run in school, and I could never do a mile run. I've always been out of shape. I could never do a mile run. In Norway, there's a special bachelor's degree for policemen you have to complete. Yeah, I thought we had the same here, but I guess not. At least there's like some sort of training. I just kind of assumed that you had to have some sort of higher education, but then I guess it doesn't really make sense unless you have a specific police one. And I've never seen a specific police one like at a school. I thought it was like teachers, Eyelashes are supposed to keep things from getting in your eyes, yet they get in there sometimes. That's true. I think the thing I guess I wouldn't know. Like maybe if we didn't have eyelashes, we would get other stuff in our eye more often, Instead of just occasionally getting eyelashes in your eye. You can't even run 2 kilometers? I probably can't even run like 1 kilometer. I don't know how far I'd be able to run, but it's definitely not very far. RCMP is like a 8 month background check followed by 26 weeks of 8 month background check. Wait, how they check your background for 8 months? What are they doing for that 8 months? But I feel like a background check does not take that long. Does someone follow you around for 8 months to make sure you're a good person? I feel like our standards are not that strict. You are the law. Yeah, he doesn't need the degree, man. He's the law. If you're the law, you don't need a degree, you know? He's gonna be like a vigilante. Like 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 Batman, you know? I have no idea. The background check is part of the application, but they're very thorough, and you do a psych eval and whatnot too. I mean, I guess that makes sense. If they're like the one people in our country that have like firearms and like weapons, like they probably should go through a lot of checks. Like, I'm glad it's rigorous. I'm sure it's I mean, I guess that makes sense. But it's like, what does it really take 8 months? That seems really slow. Does having a parasocial relationship to K-pop idols help or hurt the background check? It probably hurts it, yeah. It probably indicates some they're probably like, oh, something's wrong with this person. No, I'm kidding. It depends. So like, how many K-pop photo cards do you have? It's part of the application. They ask you who your bias is, and if you answer wrong, then you can't be a police officer. You don't have any photo card. Okay, that's a good start. If you watch anime, you automatically fail. I'm down for that, honestly. I don't want any weebs on the police force, you know? I don't want any weebs like having authority over me. But yeah, it's I'm very one of the emotes is you guys will be looking forward to this. One of the emotes is a no weebs allowed emote. I'm looking forward to that, and I hope you guys use it often. I think it'll be a good one. Also, there's really something on my eyelid. It's so annoying. Hold on. Get my mirror. There's nothing on it. What the hell? Now that I think about it, I've never heard of a weaves policeman. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they probably wouldn't go into that. They're probably like, considering they have to run 8 kilometers. I mean, how could a weeb run 8 kilometers? You know, that's not possible. Someone is 100% gonna spam no weebs allowed at Miju. Absolutely, but I won't acknowledge that it's towards me, you know? Miju weebs out. Yeah, I have to figure out what to name all these emotes. I need to like start moving stuff around like when I get it, because I think I can have 40 emotes, including both animated and non-animated. But technically you can upload like a static GIF as an animated one because that's what I do just to get around them. Because I don't have the equal amount of animated and non-animated emotes, right? I have like way more non-animated ones, so you could just upload a static GIF as the animated one. Pro streamer tip from me. As a veteran streamer of 4 years. Your brother-in-law used to be Hollywood Vice. Oh. I don't know any police officers actually. Can walk 8K but not run. Yeah, I could definitely walk 8K, but I would complain. I would complain while I'm walking 8K, but I could do it. You're watching handball and they do ads during timeouts. When did we become America? Oh my god, the ads during hockey are crazy. I would never take out Me Jug Sip again, Ricky. Don't worry. I have so many slots now. And that one slot is just for you. Don't even. If I could have a slot that was like only Ricky has this emote, I would put it there, but I don't have that, but I won't take it out. Or replace it. No, I think that's what happened, right? I like changed it and it was technically like a fake animated one, or like I moved it from the animated one to the normal one or something like that. I did something like that. So then like Ricky's like autofill was like messed up after that. Me as a cop would be funny. I would be like the least intimidating cop ever. I don't think that would, I don't know if you need to be intimidating, but I would actually be like Judy Hopps for real. But like less athletically talented. I wouldn't make it past the training, you know? You guys know me. I wouldn't make it past the training. She'll keep me Jixip as long as you behave. That's true, Ricky. As long as you don't watch too many animes. If you start coming in here having watched tons of anime, then you're in danger, you know? You'd be like a community outreach guy. I could do that. I'd be good at that. I could just be like those ones that like hang out at events and stuff and like don't actually do like any like dangerous arresting. I think I'd be too scared. Like it's like, you know, I don't want to go into life or death emotes, you know? You're looking at the BTTV emote, not Twitch emotes. Yeah, we have those too. You're not gonna deny or confirm that? That's suspicious. That is very suspicious. Are you a community outreach cop right now? I cannot confirm or deny. I could be undercover. I could be not undercover. I could be uncovering your guys' crimes. Who knows? Anyone pirate any shows or movies recently? Anything good? You found emotes. Those are emotes, yes. You know you've been subscribed like this whole time. Did you not know about the emotes for the whole 5 months? Have any of you watched From? Is that an anime, Ricky? Is that an anime? So waiting to binge Severance too. You need to get on that. You need to get on that. It's been so good. I've watched episode 1 and 2 already. And we have much to discuss, you know, you got to get on that. You confirms where they were because it was filtered to BTTV. Yeah, sometimes it does that. But I just like know my emotes, you know, I just gotta, I don't need to look at them. I just know. But yeah, I am very excited. I think after that, I want to, if those ones go well, we can get some more as well. But I haven't quite decided. I'll have to see how many spots I have left. But there's like I want to get a bunch of animated ones. I think it'd be fun. Like Nodders, a nice Nodders, a dance emote, Monka Steer, something like that. It's a show from Max apparently, and friends have been recommending it to us. No, I've never heard of it. From HBO. I don't have Crave yet, but or HBO yet, but I was gonna get it for White Lotus because White Lotus comes out in February and The Last of Us comes out in April, so I'm probably gonna have HBO for a little while. Miju's a Zoomer, she has emotes memorized. Yeah, the one thing that I like don't live under a rock from is like Twitch emotes, I guess. But maybe I'm like behind the times now. Who knows? Maybe there's like new emote stuff going on, you know? And there's probably lots of like Twitch drama that I don't like pay attention to, you know? Or like Twitch news that I'm not paying attention to, but it's okay. Season 2 of The Night Agent came out recently. I don't know what that is either. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know any of your guys' shows. I've just been watching Severance and Ted Lasso on Apple TV. And yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Their acting is crazy. Like you have to. I'm like sometimes you don't really think about how much detail goes into like at least some people's acting. If they're very very good at acting, they think through like every single move, right? So like, in Severance, it's basically like their memories are split, right? For like their work selves and their um like normal life selves, but then like when they act out their work selves versus their outer life selves, they like change like the physicality of the character. So they'll like, oh, like this character will like walk a certain way, or like this character has a different posture. And apparently, Adam Scott, who's like the main character, he like wears like a posture device before shooting his the work self, because he wants it to have like a different vibe, you know? So I'm like, wow, they really go into all these, like, it's not even something I really noticed. Like, you can, like, it's just something where you're watching it and you can tell which one it is just by looking at them or like seeing how they act. You can tell, like, oh, like, this is the work self or this is not the work self. But like, and you can tell they're different, but like, you just can't really like put your finger on it. Like, oh, they speak differently, or they, they stand differently, or they walk differently, stuff like that. But it's like, it's crazy how much detail goes into it. They got anime on Apple TV? No, I think they just have original shows. I think that's kind of their problem. They don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of content. They just have a lot of they have a few like really good shows that are definitely worth watching, but I don't think they have like a huge catalog, which is not always a bad thing. Like, I think like quality over quantity. Like, there's a lot of slop on Netflix, that you like will never watch. But I think it's worth getting for like a little bit, and then it's worth getting for a little bit just to watch certain shows, and then just stop after that. Especially like Ted Lasso is so good. Like, Severance is good, but like Ted Lasso is surprisingly really really good. Um, like their marketing is like weird, Though I'm getting lots of marketing for Severance season 2, especially. Maybe it's just because I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, but um the marketing for Ted Lasso was very much like, oh, like this is just like silly comedy show, like it's just gonna be like a sitcom kind of thing. But then like when you actually watch it, it's so emotional. Like it's very like has a lot of like emotional depth, and like it's a very like wholesome show, but there's lots of sad moments as well. Like it's very heartfelt, which is not conveyed at all from how they portray, like how they market the show. I think that's a mistake, because like I think I wouldn't have watched it. Like I think like if they had marketed differently, I would have chosen to watch it. The actress that plays Rosa in Brooklyn Nine-Nine has a crazy voice range. That's true. That's true. She has a lot. She does like voice acting and stuff. But her normal voice is not that low compared to Rosa's. Have you seen The Boy and the Heron yet? No, I haven't. I haven't. Um, I do have Netflix, and I know there's a few like Ghibli kind of movies on there, but I haven't watched any of them. I was never like a big Ghibli fan, as you guys know, because I was traumatized as a kid. I never really got into it. I think they're too scary, man. Have you seen Star Wars? I've seen the new ones. I've only seen the new ones because you guys know I love Kylo Ren. My boy, Kylo Ren. Yeah, with like the vocal range thing, it's like the voice range. I've been trying to like, I feel like I've been like straining my voice a bit while speaking on stream, because I'm like yapping so much. I feel like I've been noticing it in like my voice. It just feels like tired. So then I'm like, oh, maybe I was just like speaking too loudly on stream, because I think I tend to just end up speaking really loudly when I'm streaming, because I just get like too hyped. Not like hyped, but like just like projecting, I guess, which is not necessary because I have a microphone. Like, you guys like, or you guys can just like turn up the volume. Like it's not. I don't need to like yell at you guys. But I don't know like what tone of voice I should speak in to like for it to be like natural. Because I'm like, I don't know if it's like it should be like a higher tone of voice, or it should be like down here. But then if it's like down here, it's like it feels like more like, I don't know. It feels more like vocal fry. So maybe it has to be higher. Because I think I've said this before, but apparently like Ariana Grande, she changed her speaking voice to be like higher and like lighter, and apparently that helps with like her vocal health. But I don't know like is that the same for everyone? Like maybe her voice is just naturally higher and that's why that works for her, or like I have no idea. I think just no matter what I do, I think just speaking quieter will help. Yeah, they have Netflix to watch K-drama, J-drama, C-dramas. Fair enough, fair enough. There's not a lot of J-dramas on Netflix though. Me just Star Wars takes are so cooked. Yeah, because I don't have any nostalgia, you know? And I just like Kylo Ren. Real Star Wars fans despise Kylo. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm like that with everything. You guys know I'm like that with Pokemon. I'm like that with Zelda. Like, I think when you come at it from like, only like first knowing the new stuff, your like tone, like your like perspective is very different, you know? That's the me jug mad voice. That's true. When I'm mad at you guys, I'll be like low voice. They have better shows in America. There is more storyline and less sex. I mean, there's definitely less sex. But there's lots of really great Western shows as well. I don't think one is necessarily I don't think one is necessarily better than the other. And I think sex has its place in shows and movies. It depends. I think sometimes it's gratuitous, like sometimes it doesn't belong. But sometimes it definitely has like a purpose, you know? And I think going overly conservative is not necessarily like going overly conservative is not necessarily the right decision always. But sometimes it's nice watching like a romantic K-drama and then they like, you know, sometimes they take like the whole season just to like kiss once, you know? Sometimes it can be quite wholesome. Daily Ariana Grande speaking voice mention. Yeah, I want to know how she does it, man. Maybe I should ask my singing teacher. I'd be like, how should I speak? Like, what's the best way I could speak? Yeah, same fit, same. I'm always very conscious when I wear this outfit. I'm like, if I cross my arms, everyone's gonna me jug mad me. A lot of American TV is slop, but there's some good shows. But that's the same with like Eastern television as well. There's so much you know how much K-drama slop there is out there? There's like tons and tons of K-dramas airing every week and a lot of it is slop. Like, but it's the same with Western shows. Like, right, there's really good I think it's a bit disingenuous to say like, or like maybe just like romanticizing like Asian shows to be like, oh, like they're just better, you know? You might like, I guess like you could have a preference towards more like conservative media and stuff like that. Maybe you don't want to see like a lot of sex scenes and stuff in like in the Western shows, but I think they both have really high quality shows and a lot of slop. But can you just heavily imply the two characters had sex? I mean, you can't. I mean, no, I mean they do have it. They do have it. Like Business Proposal has a sex scene, and it's sometimes it's like it's quite like it can be quite refreshing in K dramas because like they take like sometimes they take like years to kiss, you know. That sometimes that in Business Proposal the two side leads they like slept together before they basically had like a one night stand, which is not as common in K dramas. But like it's like realistic, you know. Like I think a lot like you know it's kind of unrealistic to have like every single couple in the show like not kiss for like 16 dates, you know? Like that's not how adults generally like maybe it's different in Korea because I have no experience like with that, but you know, it's kind of I think it's a bit unrealistic to be like, yeah, two adults who are like 25 or 20, 30, whatever, are too shy to kiss for like 6 weeks, you know? I'm watching entire K-dramas where they don't kiss, you felt scammed. I mean, Hotel de Luna was like kind of like that. Because like they did kiss sometimes, but it wasn't really like a proper kiss for like the whole time. Maybe they kissed at the end, I can't remember now. Most K everything is slop these days. I mean, most of everything is slop these days because I think like there's just more stuff, right? Like there's just more stuff and there's like more stuff accessible. I think like there's just so much that's available to watch for us that like 90% of it is slop. But I think there's still the same amount of really good stuff. Like there's still like lots of great everything. You still like them though? Yeah, fair enough. And welcome in Adam. Hope you're doing well today. Everything Japanese is perfect. Everything Western is bad. Right. Of course. Your favorite show lately is Culinary Class Wars. Is that like a cooking show? I would assume so. But yeah, welcome in Cheesy Kimba. You just want to watch sex scenes one right after the other. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I think if it went on a bit too long, I'd be like, well. But yeah, it's like it depends on the show. Like some shows are a bit egregious with it. And like some shows are just like some shows are like really over the top with it and you're like, okay, you guys can chill, you know, like but if it's like here and there, I don't really mind. I'm not bothered by it. Why kiss when you can finger gun? Oh, you will be very excited for one of the new emotes, Chikanam. We're gonna have a finger gun emote. You're doing well. I'm glad to hear that, Adam. It's a cooking version of Physical 100. Physical 100 was so good. I'm not a big game show person, but Physical 100 was so well done. And welcome in, Bruce got hand holding more lewd than oh my gosh. Imagine seeing someone hold hands on TV, like crazy. And welcome in, Shaden. Hope you're doing well. You just skipped the sex scenes. A friend pointed out like 2 years ago, a lot of shows have tons of filler in the 20-minute episode. Yeah, sometimes I skip it if it's like sometimes it goes on too long and I'm like, I can't really be bothered. But it like unless there's like some plot in there or like some like emotional development or something like that, then I think like I do sometimes skip it. And sometimes like you don't want to see it. Like like for example, like in Squid Game, I'm like I do not enjoy watching that sex scene. It is not enjoyable. Not that I normally like enjoy it, but usually it's like fine, you know? But that one I don't like it. I'm a finger gun at my own wedding instead of a kiss. That would be why. Imagine the guy saying, "You may now finger gun." Would you join a cosplay survival show? I would immediately fail at a cosplay survival show because I would assume a cosplay survival show is going to be like RuPaul's Drag Race, where like they like make their own costumes and they're very talented. I have none of that. I just buy costumes and I wear them, so I don't think I'd be in that. And welcome in, CG. You haven't watched Squid Game season 2? I haven't watched it either. I'm talking about the sex scene in season 1. As long as there's a reason for sex, you're okay with it. Yeah, I'm the same way. If it's like gratuitous, you know, like some of the like there's some HBO shows that are like that where it's like so over the top and like there's no really reason for it. It's just like it's just there to be there, you know. Then I'm like not a huge fan. Game of Thrones. Yeah. I think I started watching Game of Thrones, and even in the first episode, I was like, "Oh God, this is a bit much," you know. But I never got into it. Have you all seen the themed wedding? I think Star Wars and now normal weddings seem so bland. I've seen themed weddings. I don't know how I like. It seems like a lot of work. But if that makes people happy, then go for it. But forcing your guests to dress up is a bit too much, I think. Like I think like if it's like, oh, you can dress up if you want or like do something like kind of in this color scheme or whatever, I think that's okay. But like saying like you can't come into my wedding unless you're dressed up in a Star Wars costume is a bit like that's like you guys need to chill and like people are coming to your wedding to support you and like support your relationship. Like maybe you should just like chill. Did you meet her Diva cosplay? I did not. I bought I bought this all. I bought that one on Amazon too. It wasn't even like a crazy buy. Game of Thrones toned it down in later seasons. Yeah, I watched like the first 30 minutes of Game of Thrones and I never continued it. But it's never really like it never really appealed to me. Game of Thrones is hella LARPy. I haven't watched it. Breaking Bad almost had me throwing up with their sex scenes. Really? I've never seen Game of Thrones, but I've never heard anyone mention sex scenes in Game of Thrones. Can't come to the wedding unless you dress like Final Fantasy. Like, there are people like that though. Like you guys know I like going on Reddit, and there's always a lot of like wedding stories on Reddit. I remember I am the one who not. There's so many memes from Breaking Bad. You're bringing Cloud Sword? Yeah, you can bring Cloud Swords to Ratsy's Final Fantasy wedding. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that there's too much sex in Breaking Bad. I've never heard this. But I haven't seen it myself, so I cannot confirm. Just bring a gift or money to the wedding. Exactly. I mean, like themed weddings, as long as you're not like forcing anything on anyone, like forcing people to dress up or like spend extra money to like get a costume or something. You do you, man. You do you. It is hella LARPy, but like if people LARP and have fun, like go for it. Would I have a themed wedding? No. There's a Giga World of Warcraft wedding. Oh my gosh. I'm sure there's a wedding out there for everyone, you know? As long as you and your spouse are on the same page, you know, and it's not being like forced on anyone, like, yeah. Your dream wedding is a courthouse wedding. Yeah, I'm not a big wedding person, I would say. Because it's like, I don't know, it is like quite expensive. I think it's a bit expensive. I don't really personally care about weddings. And I don't know, I feel like I don't like making a big deal over me. Like as much as you guys know, I'm not like shy or anything, or I don't mind if people's like attention is on me, I guess, but like I feel like in a whole wedding I would just be I'd be like, you guys need to stop. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hypocritical since I'm streaming and obviously like, you know, a lot of people are watching me on stream, but I feel like on a wedding, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want all that attention in real life, you know? Apparently there's some egg-shaped UFO that was retrieved or whatever. In the video I saw, apparently the person who discovered it was out LARPing. So they were a LARPer and a alien guy. Sounds about right. I can use some money that I could use on a wedding. I could use to buy a house. I think a lot of people are doing that these days. I think weddings, like big weddings and stuff, are becoming less common, I would say. And it's not seen as a like, oh, you have to have a white dress church wedding, you know? Like I feel like traditions are changing. A lot of people having like just like chill small weddings, even just like in the park or like in their backyard or like at the courthouse, whatever. But it's really up to individual people. But I don't think I can really agree with people who spend like so much money on their wedding, you know? Well, obviously there's like, oh, sorry. There's lots of cultures where weddings are like there's lots of weddings or so, cultures where the weddings are like a really big deal. So I guess that could be different as well. You don't like people making a big deal of me proceed to take money from I'm not taking money from you, man. Am I stealing your lunch money? You have no idea, but the person describing the encounter said the individual contacted him claimed they were out LARPing. That's funny. Thoughts on all colors Sam? What? All colors Sam? What is that? they manifested the alien during the LARP. Maybe the alien just wanted to LARP too. They heard about the earthly tradition of LARPing, you know? My friend spent like almost 50K for his wedding. That is a lot. That is a lot. I mean, it really depends. Like, I think I can't, in good faith, support someone like going into debt, like, just to have a wedding, you know? Like, I'm like, that is not a good use of your money. Like, if you can afford it, sure. But like, if you're like struggling to afford this wedding, like, maybe not. Like, I don't know. Maybe just have a cheaper wedding if you really care. Mijay bullied me by being a good streamer. Thank you. The alien probably watches Game of Thrones. Probably. They probably play Game of Thrones and play Dark Souls. If you're going into debt for a wedding, you should read r/personal finance. You should. I read r/personal finance. Actually, I read r/personal finance Canada because every time I go into that one, the American one, everyone's like, how much should I put into my 401k? Should I backdoor my Roth IRA? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, it's not very relevant. But it's full of people who buy like $60,000 trucks. They're like, you know, can you help me budget? And they're like, I make this much money and I spend about 60% of it on my truck payment. Everyone's like, sell your truck. Like, what is that line? Sell your truck. A lot of people like that. Or they go into like they get like a 10% interest car loan to like afford their truck. I'm like, that's terrible. Buying an expensive car, bad idea. Who would do that? Bad idea if you can't afford it, man. If you can afford it, fine. But these people cannot afford it. They're going into very big debt. And the interest rates they're getting are like tragic. Can you help me budget you out twice a week? Maybe cook more. You said you enjoyed cooking. You made that goat cheese chicken or something like that. Sounds fancy. You can continue doing that. I actually cooked last night. With my mother's guidance. I made salmon soup with like miso and like a fish stock, and it was really good. Like my mom tried it and she was like, "Damn, this is good." I was like, I made like amazing cook, and I made sukiyaki/bulgogi. Buy a bike instead, you'll benefit like a bicycle. I mean, different things make different people happy, you know? Like, as long as you can afford it, it's okay to buy stuff that makes you happy, unless it's like very unethical or like ridiculously affecting your financial future or something like that. But it's not always realistic for people to not have a car. I think the best videos for cooking are those videos that make like living for $6 for a week. Okay, that's a bit low. If you have to do that, fair enough. That video is probably helpful. But if you can afford to spend more, you should probably spend more and get some fresh food. You had me until you said salmon. You don't like salmon? You're Canadian. You don't like salmon? You'll save money with the bicycle. You mean you will. You will. That is fair. But it's not always possible. Also, you haven't considered me? Terrible at biking. All my childhood injuries have been on a bicycle. You guys know? I got a black eye once riding a bicycle. How does that happen? I don't know. It's crazy. I'm terrible. I'm always falling on my face when I ride a bicycle. So I've stayed away from it since I was a kid. You're 80% sure you can live off $75 of groceries every 2 weeks? Yeah, but do you want to do that? Why would you do that? Can you make Japanese hamburger steak at home? Can I? No, but my mom can. My mom makes hamburger all the time. You don't like seafood? What? Come on, man. You have so many chocolate recipes saved to make. You'll post them once you start making them. Nice, nice. I can't wait. We're gonna get the Ricky baking era as well. We got the Istat bread era, and we have some Ricky chocolatey baking. Did you flip over the handlebars like a pro? Yes. Yes, you guys know I've told this story a bunch of times, and I was wearing a helmet. I just wasn't wearing like a full face helmet, but maybe I should. Um, but you guys have heard the story. The very first time my cousin's 3 years older than me. The very first time he was allowed to babysit me, um, we went bike riding around the neighborhood. We were in Whistler, and we had this fun idea of, hey, there's like a big hill. What if we go down the hill without using our brakes? And then we see how far we can coast without pedaling, you know? Solid plan. Solid plan for us. I was like 10 maybe, and he was probably like 13. And then so we do that, and I'm going down the hill, and there's like, there's like those poles in the middle of the path that are meant to slow people down when they're like biking and stuff. I went a bit too close to the pole, and my handlebar hit the pole, and like it spun out, right? And then I went flying over the handlebars, and I scratched this whole like cheek on the ground. And I still to this day have like a bit of a scar here. But it was like scabbed for a while. And then like the scar was pretty prominent for years, and now it's like you can barely see it now, but it's definitely still there. You cut your scalp open falling off your bike as a kid, had to get stitches. I didn't have to get stitches. I just had a very cosmetic injury. You're 100% sure you can just live in the woods? I mean, that would save money, but I don't know if that's allowed. Like, how does that work? Do you pay taxes? You need to know the secrets? I mean, I have a recipe. I can probably get the recipe from my mom if you want. I think she follows this Japanese guy's recipe, but I don't know if there's translations. I'll have to check. You never pegged Rati as a fussy eater? Seafood is the only thing I won't eat. However, if I go with people and they want sushi, I will go just far down my list of choices. I mean, that's fair enough. That's not a fussy eater. I think that's okay. But seafood is a pretty broad category of foods, but I think if it's like you'll still eat it if you have to, then that's kind of my level as well. But there's some foods I don't really like, but I will still eat it. And welcome in, Max. I hope you're doing well today. You like most fish though, but everything else pass. Oh, you also don't like seafood? But I mean, if you like most fish, that's probably pretty decent. Did I cry? I don't remember, but probably. I was like 10. You on a bike sounds more dangerous than her driving. My driving is very safe. What do you mean? I'm a great driver. You would love that recipe? Okay, I'll try to find it. I need to send you that video as well, the Nakey Jakey videos. I still remember, but I just didn't have time yesterday. I went like I was like nonstop yesterday. It was such a busy day. Taxes will keep your government off your back. Exactly. You tried to make it. Did it come out right? You can make loco moco. What's loco moco? Not much. Just finished doing grocery shopping. I hope you got some good food. We were just talking about cooking and spending money on groceries and stuff. You need to start to send his bread making recipes. Yeah, Isat needs to get share a recipe book or something, Maybe he needs like a recipe section in his Discord. I have stolen his he gave me his when I made those carrot cake cupcakes on stream, that was a stats recipe. And I've also stolen his chocolate chip cookie recipe. And they're very good. But I don't have any bread recipes, but I've never made bread. So remember the feeling of the needle going through your scalp? Oh gosh. I've never had stitches, but my brother has. One time when we were in Japan, he fell down the stairs and he hit his head, and then he had like a cut. He got cut open here, and then he had to get stitches. But I've never spoken a bone. I've never gotten stitches. Nothing like that. It's Hawaiian, basically hamburger steak, mushroom gravy, and rice and eggs. Mushroom gravy is actually so good. I went to my family friend's house for Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, and they're vegan, and they make mushroom gravy, and it's so good. It's so good. It's probably way healthier than normal gravy. Um, you want to make the bread myself? I just want to start to make it for you. That's true. That's true. Maybe you can. Maybe Istak could have some. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like if I tried to make it myself, it wouldn't be as good. Making food, I see. What have you already discussed? Oh, we're just discussing all sorts of food. Um, what do you like to cook? You have stitches in your neck? Oh, that's not fun. You never had stitches, but you did get staples. Oh, is that worse or better? I have no idea. Hawaiian food is so good. I don't think we have a lot of Hawaiian food around here, but it does sound really good. Except for like poke bowls. We have like infinite poke bowls. Like it's like everywhere. But other than that, not really. But it's what was I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I feel like I should do some baking again. Although I've been trying to so like I said earlier, my voice has been kind of weird. Like I feel like my voice has been kind of like strained recently, and I think it might be like I was looking at this online, and I'm having a lot of like sinus, like just like sinus weirdness, and I don't know. It could either be allergies, but I'm like, what would I be allergic to? Like it's winter, and I've been making sure like everything is not as dusty and stuff. And then some people said it could be like acid reflux that you like can't feel, but it like the acidity like affects your sinuses. And I was like, oh, that's possible as well. Because you guys know I have like a weak stomach. Maybe that's the cause. I have no idea. And welcome in, Mystic. Hawaiian food mentioned. Any favorites? Any recommendations? I don't think we have a lot around here. I think it's we don't have enough Hawaiian population here in Vancouver. I'm not much of a cooker, but have you thought about making any southern U.S. Dish or try any U.S. southern food? I love southern barbecue. Oh my god, cornbread. Oh, cornbread is like one of my favorites. Like you guys know, I love bread. Cornbread is so good. Like a warm cornbread. Delicious. I don't know how to make it though. Poke bowls are based in Chadville. Poke bowls are so common here. Everyone, it's like a huge thing. Like there's like a poke bowl thing like every block. WebMD is 100% gonna say throat cancer. Yeah, probably. I was on the singing subreddit. I wasn't on WebMD, and I was like, oh, maybe I should go to an ENT. But then like here, it's like I don't know if I can just like I would prefer to just like pay to go to the ENT rather than go to the doctor and then get referred and then wait like months and months for the ENT. But I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible in Canada. Like, do we have like private clinics? Like, I have no idea. Maybe I should just wait. Maybe I should go in Japan and just pay out of pocket. Told you your hernia was cancer. It's always cancer, man. Hawaiian barbecue is so good. Oh my gosh, wait, that sounds delicious. I love all barbecue. I don't know if we have any here. I'll have to look to see if we have any Hawaiian food that's not poke bowls. I told you your dehydration was meningitis. Oh no, not meningitis. Never tried barbecue like ribs, steak. You've never tried it? So good. If you like meat, really good. I get to see that oral surgeon on Tuesday, bright and early. Is that your doctor's appointment? You have an oral surgeon? Imagine watching the Canucks in your Arcturus windbreaker while chowing down on a Pokeball and playing hella taxes. I'm sure he's used to high taxes. Surely taxes are quite high in Norway as well. The Canucks, guys, big news. The Canucks won last night against one of the best teams in the league. My brother was telling me, like, I was like, oh, is there a game tonight? And he was like, yeah, but they're gonna lose. And he was like, yeah, they've only won 3 games out of their last 17. And I was like, yep, doing great. Good job, Canucks. Typical Canucks behavior. But they surprisingly won last night against A really good team. I don't know why. You're first to the surgeon by your doctor. Well, I hope everything goes well. And I hope you don't need surgery. In sports or video games? In sports. In sports, in real life Canucks. Do you want Miller or Pettersson to be traded? I don't have a strong opinion on this drama. Okay, apparently there's some drama between Miller and Pettersson, and they like don't get along or something. So then they put them both up for trading. According to my brother, they're both up for trading, and they're gonna trade one of them out. But Pettersson is the most highly paid Canucks player. I think he gets paid like 15 million a year or something like that. And he's like the highest paid by far. So maybe we're getting rid of him would free up some budget so they can re-sign Lankinen. Because I want them to re-sign Lankinen. What is Canada even good at? I don't know. I thought sometimes we really suck at hockey, even though. But I guess it's like, you know, like there's a lot of Canadian players, not in, there's a lot of Canadian players not in, Canadian teams, right? Like, because it's not like you don't play for your home place. What is it, Canuck? It's an NHL team. It's like a hockey team. Ice hockey. But the dude from Twilight plays hockey. Which guy from Twilight? Robert Pattinson? Does he play hockey? He's British, though. I feel like he doesn't play hockey. Patterson. No, that's Pat. His name is Pattinson. That's not even his name. No. And it's Pettersson. It's no one's name, actually. There's Pettersson on the Canucks. Pettersson. Oh, let me type it out for you. Pettersson, Canuck. Look, Pettersson, Canuck. Pattinson, Twilight. So what you typed was neither of those. They're both wrong. All those Western names sounding alike. That's true. And then there's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. The Canucks have 2 players named Elias Pettersson. Yeah, it's confusing. Yeah, there's also Patterson. Yeah, that's just a name. And welcome in, Smurf. Am I a samurai? I'm ready. I'm a samurai in Elden Ring, for sure. Yeah, I don't know why they have 2 players named Elias Pettersson. Or Elias Pettersson? I don't even know. I think maybe they might be different. And welcome in, L Glasses. Finally stumbled into a Twitch hockey conversation. Are you an NHL fan? We're just happy because the Canucks. I'm not a huge hockey fan, but my family is a big Canucks family. It's a big thing. You're a Red Wings fan. Enjoy. Are they doing well? I don't follow like all the teams in the league, but they must be doing better than the Canucks, right? Yeah, this is the Canucks chat. Yeah, this is the Canucks chat. Unfortunately, you're an NFL fan. Oh no, I don't know anything about the NFL except go 49ers. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? You're always down, of course. And welcome in, Angel. How are you? They're getting better on a hot streak now. Are they gonna make it into the playoffs? I hope your team makes it into the playoffs. The Canucks are looking shaky. They need. My brother said they need 3 more points. Can you recommend a channel in here? Should I DM on Discord? You can recommend it here. Is this a hockey? Is a hockey Twitch channel? Is that a thing? Just say you want the Chiefs to lose today. Do I want to say that? I thought I was supposed to support Kalani's team. Isn't that the 49ers? I always get them confused. What's your team again? Kalani hates the Chiefs too. Okay. Boo Chiefs. I hope they lose. I'm just trying my best to do this football stuff. They're the most hated team in the NFL. Why? Did they do something wrong? Or like, Were they being bad people? Like, what happened? The last month of the season will be crazy for both Detroit and Vancouver. Similar situations. Oh, really? Okay, well, good luck. Good luck to Detroit too. Unless them getting in means Canucks don't get in, then we're fighting. We're fighting. um, he streams NHL. Oh, and in the morning he goes over previous night's game. There's actually a large like Canucks YouTube or like NHL YouTube, um, like content creators. Because they always win. They're unpopular because they're good. You're a Carolina Panther fan. Your team sucks, but they're trying. I know the feeling. I mean, supporting a team that has never once won the cup feels bad. Feels bad. Your family is an American football family, and you're not even a sports person. I feel that. I feel that. I'm not a huge like sports fan, but oh my god, game day in my house is like everyone's popping off. Like I would be like in my room, not watching the game, but I would know the score because I could hear my family cheering. Like they'd be like when the Canucks score, like I could just hear them yelling. Swifty's husbando plays for the Chiefs. I feel like that's unrelated. You're rooting for the Canucks too? Let's go, let's go. Thank you. You have several friends from Vancouver. Yeah, it's a hard time being a Canucks fan. You're pissed you almost won the Super Bowl against the Broncos? No. I'm sorry. It's game day for you today. Ooh. Good luck to your team. We just heard in the background as she climbs back under her rock. For real. It was always like that. Brogy's a real one. I don't know him, but based on what Mija has told us about him, he's a top 3 parasocial friend. Congrats, man. That's a whole other level of parasocial. Like, parasocial with me, and then like chain reaction parasocial to my brother, who we've never once interacted with. You've never seen a hockey game, Ricky? Maybe it's time. Although it's very hard to watch hockey games outside of like the region. Like it's like because they have for some reason the cable like the TV company has a very strong like they just like don't want any streaming services to like display their game, so it's like they have like a big contract thing, like a boomer contract for like cable TV. I just love how we shifted from food to sports. Max, like the conversations here, they go crazy directions. We start off the stream, we're talking about something normal, and then we end up talking about something really, really strange. Parasocial. Parappa the rapper social. I know that reference now. It's an old rhythm game. He plays FPS games and likes hockey. That is true. That is true. He was telling me about this VR hockey game last night, and it's such a scam. It is such a scam. Like he was like, "Oh, like it's a subscription based game. So you have to like pay a subscription each month to play." And then he was like, "Oh, but it's kind of expensive. But if you share a family plan with four people, it's $12 per person." I was like, "What? To play this like random VR hockey game where you like play as a goalie? It's $48 for a group of 4 per month? That is insane pricing for like it's not even like the most high quality game ever. Like it's really I've seen him play and it's like that is not worth it. Today's topics have been all over the place. I mean, that's kind of how it goes. Like we talk for like 3 hours, so like obviously the conversation is gonna go all sorts of places. You've been to strange streams before. It's just how it goes, man. When you're chatting, talking about K-pop and hockey, you're in, of course, of course. Just streamed yesterday. What were you even talking about yesterday? And welcome in Sushi. Someone said gym. I did have Pilates yesterday, and my I'm gonna keep bragging about this. My instructor says my core was strong, and she never says I'm strong, by the way. She always says I'm weak. Stream of consciousness, literally. That's true. That's true. How did your friend get the VR hockey? My brother. It's what do you mean how? It's like a game on the MetaQuest headset. We haven't talked about dentistry yet today. I have my ortho appointment. I have an ortho appointment this week. I haven't been to the ortho in like I mean I'm kind of done my treatment, so like I don't go frequently. It's like maybe every year or every 6 months. We started about the yeah, we talking about the apocalypse, and we figured out that Spy Hunter is actually a very strong candidate. Maybe don't tell Kalani, sorry, but maybe a stronger candidate than Kalani for the apocalypse. For like a strong survivalist, you know. You need a summary of yesterday's stream. You missed a lot. You missed a lot. How dare you? How dare you? Wait, how was your I forgot to ask. How was your social gathering? Was it your nerdy one where you guys play like D&D? Is that a different one? Or no, sorry, it's not D&D. Is it Magic? It was something like that, right? Lisped you gone but not forgotten. Not forgotten for sure. Maybe I'll have to do a channel point redemption where I wear my retainer for an hour. MetaQuest, you can't do VR, makes your eyes hurt. Oh, understandable. VRs are for everyone. I know some people get like really motion sick and stuff. Luckily, I didn't have any. I don't have any issues with the VR. But yeah, if it hurts your eyes, definitely don't. But maybe you can like sometimes like you can adjust the distance between the lenses, and maybe that can help. But I'm not sure. You've been watching Northern Lion, Vancouver adopted son play puck recently, which is a weird hockey game someone described as Canadian Rocket League. That sounds kind of fun. Rocket League, but for hockey. Oh, I meant to tell you this, but recently I was like, I've been getting like Northern Lion clips in my recommended, and it will like clickbait me. I was watching. It was like something like I click on them thinking it's like a Moist Critical style video where it's like a commentary, but it's like live, right? And I was watching one about what you're talking about picky eaters, and then as I was watching it, like halfway through, I was like, wait, this is all live. Like you're just talking like stream of consciousness, just live. And then I realized it was Northern Lion. I had no idea. And then now I get like a bunch of Northern Lion recommendations. Draconian was LARPing yesterday. He was. And welcome in, Falcon. What was that Ganyu, Falcon? Were you trying to get Ganyu as well? What happened? Your sister bought VR and you tried it. It didn't work like you said. It made your eyes, but also made you a little dizzy. Yeah, it's not for everyone. Some people just get like bad motion sickness, but I think trying it in like short durations maybe can help you get used to it. That's what I've heard. Like, but you should stop as soon as it starts hurting. But you can just keep trying in like short increments and maybe adjust the distance between the eye things, and maybe it will be okay. But I can't say for sure. And welcome in, Astat, and welcome in, Wei. The bald man strikes again. I like. There's a bunch of videos on my recommendation. It's like it's not even like he's not even like in the title or anything like that. And then I click on it, and then I realize it's him, and I'm like, what happened? The titles are so clickbaity because I love a good discussion. I love a good discussion or like social commentary. I love those things. So far for the apocalypse, yeah, I joined the team. But maybe we can all form one big team, and then, the useless people can just be like bait, for the zombies, and then the helpful people can, contribute. As long as we don't get any betrayers on our team, like, and as long as no one is gonna do the Walking Dead thing where they like murder other people, or something like that. Guess I got his own Arlecchino last week. Congratulations. Arlecchino is so strong. Me just the hunter, just make sure glasses don't... No, I'm gonna get LASIK. I can get LASIK and I'm gonna be the hunter. Because you guys know, I'm an excellent shot. I've only shot a gun once, but But I was crazy good at it. I don't know if that's scary or if that's like good, but like um if I get over like my fear, you know, like if it in a zombie apocalypse, um if I'm in an apocalypse, I guess, you know, there's no time to be worried about, you know, gun safety in public or whatever. There's no society in this situation. You have 70 pity on Chronicle when you did that. Damn. How many wishes do you have? You're just pulling on every banner, Falcon. Provide some bait examples. We're running away from a zombie and I trip you. I made a good loaf yesterday. That's a cool split. Should I share the pic? What? Of course. I mean, okay, you have to go. Bye. Explains your Breath of the Wild trick shot capabilities. Yeah, that time it took me 40 minutes. The time it took me 40 minutes to do that trick, the Varudanya skip. But that was so hype when I got it, right? Me just gonna yap until all your apocalypse mates run out of the compound and get themselves killed. That could be possible too. But by the fact of you guys being here, you know, kind of means that you're already like used to my yapping, you know? We're gonna use guns, only bow and arrow? What? I think we need guns. I'm team, not in real life, not in society, but in a zombie apocalypse situation, I am team gun. Like, I don't know about you guys. Like, you know, I'm like in a zombie apocalypse situation, I think we need guns because like, you know, when you watch a zombie show, the real, you know, the moral of the story is always the real monsters are other humans, right? You know? But like if other people come after us, like raiders and stuff, I think they're gonna have guns, and I think we need guns. Why am I I'm just giving an example. Yes, for an example. You had 61 remaining when you got Arlecchino. You had a little over 1 time when you rolled last Tuesday. You rolled on Chronicle with 60 wishes. That's dangerous, man. Because the fate point doesn't carry over. You lose it. But I'm glad you got it. Miju can yap away the zombie. That's true. That's true. I could just yap away the zombies. We're not stuck in the compound with you 24/7 right now. That's true. Maybe I'm only fine in small doses. After 4 hours, I get a break. No. I mean, you guys know, like, earlier this week, I was, like, putting myself on vocal rest. So I was like, oh, I won't talk. I didn't talk for all day Tuesday and Wednesday until I streamed. And I guess that's the only days I could really do because I had to stream. But all day Tuesday, I wasn't speaking. And it was so weird because even when I'm just, like, sitting by myself, I do like, speak. Like, once in a while, I'm not, like, talking constantly, but, like, I'll like, say stuff, like, here and there. And I would just, like, randomly say something, and I'd be like, oh, I'm not supposed to speak. And then, like, I would start singing, and I'd be like, oh, I can't sing. I'm supposed to be like, vocal rest, you know? So it was, it's very hard for me. It's very hard for me to shut up. Rip to the zombie apocalypse team, already breaking up into Team Gun and Team Bow. That's true, that's true. What's worth with getting your ear eaten off or getting talked off by Miju? Oh no. Arrows are easy to make and bows are too. Bullets are limited. I know, but just for emergencies, I think we should have guns. You know? Like, what if some people come after us? Maybe the real apocalypse would be yapping with Miju 24/7. Maybe. I mean, you would love that. You would love that, Angel. Come on, join our team. You did it once back in March of last year because you were desperate for Star Glitter before you got your first Kazwa. Oh, so the pity had carried over from that. That's what you mean by had 70 pity. Okay, that makes more sense. So you already had it, so you could just pull on the banner. That makes sense. Were you going for Ganyu? I also got a Ganyu, but it was a 50-50 loss. Miju yaps to herself because she needs to hear herself. Yeah, I do. Miju literally fighting the urge to speak is so funny. I literally cannot. I have to like, it's so hard for me not to speak. Yours was a 50-50 win. My Ganyu was a win. My Ganyu was not a win. But it's okay. It's okay. Shenhe got her sister. Maybe she's happy with that, you know? Um, just another day in southern US talking about guns. For real. This is a zombie apocalypse situation, okay? This is not just like random man on the street with a gun and an American flag, okay? Like, I'm from Canada. Um, is there now a better weapon for Razor than Wolf's Gravestone? I have no idea. Is Razor physical damage dealer? Surely it's Eula's weapon, right? Redemption idea, me just shuts up for 1 minute. That's Malamar. That's just that's just my BRBs. If he's a physical damage dealer, surely it's Eula's weapon. Why wouldn't Eula's weapon be better? There's not a lot of we don't have a lot of physical damage weapons. I have no idea. I'm not gonna pretend to know. But we've had a lot of claymores since then, so I'm sure there's something better. Because Wolf's Gravestone is like a good weapon for a stat stick, but it's not like a really great weapon. Even like D-Luke, I think, has better weapons now than Wolf's Gravestone. You never got a Ganyu, but I did get Raiden. Raiden's a great choice. There's a new, sorry, I don't know if I should say this, but the new event next patch, for some reason, they're gonna be like in a bath. So if you want to see Raiden in a towel in the bath, yeah, play Genshin next patch, apparently. I don't know why Genshin has stooped to this level. Don't know if Genshin has gone off the rails and they're running out of money. They need to put their characters in the bath. Don't know what's going on, but just letting you know that it's happening. Can we get a Malamart? We're tired. It's been almost an hour and a half. Maybe in like 10 minutes. Maybe like 10 minutes. I think that's my usual cadence, right? Hour and a half. Because I always drink coffee before I stream, so then I end up needing to pee like, you know, like an hour and a half. You spend money just to pull her. Fair enough, fair enough. Raiden's a very popular character. I understand. She's not my cup of tea, but I see the appeal. Okay, I see the appeal. Welcome in, Red Light. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. All that water and no washroom break. You guys make sure you guys are drinking water too. You gotta stay hydrated. If you're not peeing every 2 to 3 hours, you probably are not drinking enough water. And when you pee, your pee should be almost clear. If it's too yellow, then you need to drink more water. You guys, I think a lot of people don't drink enough water these days. Hoyo, they gotta do what they do. I don't like it, man. The only reason I was able to play Genshin is because the fan service wasn't too bad. But if it's getting too bad, then I don't know, man. I don't know what my I think I'm too invested at this point to like quit Genshin, but you know, if it got like really really bad, oh my god, I've been seeing some ads. I mean I get like gotcha ads, right? I get like gotcha ads and some of the stuff I see in those ads, I'm like, what is this? Like, what is the purpose of this game? It is like the most like what I don't even know. Like it's the most degenerate thing I've ever seen. Some of the designs of the female characters is like crazy. What if you pee every 10 minutes when you drink? Every 10 minutes? Then you probably have some sort of bladder issues. Yeah, you should probably go to the doctor. Drink H2O, not O2. I mean, you should probably drink both. Yeah. You probably also consume oxygen. Both are good. It's the physics. What physics? How can you quit? How do you quit Genshin? I just stop playing, man. I don't know, man. And welcome in, Ben. Hope you're doing well today. And welcome in, Maestro. How are you? I think like as long as as long as as long as I'm having fun playing Genshin, I'm gonna keep playing it. But if it gets too degenerate, then I might stop. Because I'm like, but I don't think they'll reach that point because it's very mainstream. Um, and they do have I'm pretty sure Genshin has a larger percentage of female fans than a lot of other gacha games just by its design and just because of like how popular it is. Um, but maybe eventually they'll run out of money and it will become really degenerate. Then in that situation, I guess I'll stop. Don't make fun of the way we say water. How do you say water? I feel like I feel like I'm saying it normally, water. um, but yeah, everyone, you got to stay hydrated. It's very important, especially if you're talking a lot. I think that's a big thing as well. Like, cause I'm yapping away. I gotta drink a lot of water. I know a lot of people are gonna, I know a lot of people are gonna recoil in disgust at this, but my water right now is like lukewarm. I'm drinking like slightly warm water. It's not hot water because there's a plastic straw, so it's kind of annoying. But it is lukewarm because my singing teacher told me that cold water is bad for your vocal cords. So you should drink a little bit warm water. I thought you said with the British accent for a second. No, never, never. The day I start speaking with a British accent is a sad day. You stopped playing Genshin because of the Gigabyte update. You only stop at 1.3 when they introduce Inazuma. Yeah, Genshin is a big game, and it only gets bigger and bigger, so 100% understand that. A lot of people do not have the phone space. You stopped playing Genshin. Oh, sorry, just read that. You're playing Lantern right on Genshin. How is it? Is it good? I'm excited to play it on Wednesday, and apparently I have to voice act Hu Tao. My Hu Tao impression is great, though. Come on. There's some characters that I cannot voice act, especially the male characters. I cannot voice act the male characters. Who is missing voice acting? Is it just Hu Tao? Or is there some other characters who are missing? You had a lot of water last night in your sub photos? No. Beer is dehydrating. You gotta drink water too. Luca warm. Yes, everyone drink Luca warm water. You want me? No. We're not going. I did have beans on toast for breakfast, so that is the one thing that I will adopt. Beans on toast, rich tea biscuits. I ran out of rich tea biscuits, so I'm very sad. And digestives. So good. And tea. But I guess I don't think British people own tea, you know? They think they own tea, but everyone knows they stole tea, you know? Really good. And Coaching is also missing voice acting. Can't remember how Coaching sounds. I think she sounds pretty normal. Utao, Xingshou, and Sarah? Sarah, sir? Sarah has a deep voice. And Xingqiu's voiced by a woman, so I can do Xingqiu voice. How do you do like the shonen anime boy voice? What does he say? What are his he's like rain cutter. What does he say? What is it? He says those things. He says like weird things, and I always like misunderstand what he's saying. Beans on toast is class. Yeah, beans on toast is genuinely good, and it's quite like a healthy meal. It's not just like chips and stuff, right? It's like it's quite healthy because like protein, fiber. It's pretty good actually. Beans on toast will be good with some pepper on it. Fair enough. But the beans already have flavor because they're like ketchup beans or like Heinz beans. The birds throw the tea into the ocean. I think they gave it up, so finders keepers. What? They threw it into the ocean? Beans on toast will be good without the toast? I mean, I guess beans is good as well. I don't have an issue with this. Does Zhongli voice give a smoothing thought or feel like he's gonna be your husband? He does have a great voice. Let's be real. Does Zhongli have voice acting in the Lantern Right? I cannot do a Zhongli voice. Let's be real. I can do like a boy, like the boys who are voiced by female voice actors. I can do their voices for sure. But Zhongli? No way. I think that's gonna be a problem. Do a boy voice? I don't know. I don't know how to do a boy voice. I have to copy it from Genshin. Cause they do like the deepest scary man voice you can do. Hello, I'm Zhongli. My voice doesn't even go that low. It cracks. Let me. Your Xingqiu wasn't so bad. Yeah, but I could do Xingqiu, but Xingqiu is voiced by a woman. You spend your channel points on that. What's a Ganondorf line? Can I have a Ganondorf line? What does he say? Like, Link, I will destroy you. Doesn't he say something like that? I'm sure he says something. But more of a wisdom and gentle voice, but also old. My voice doesn't go that low. Like my lower range is really bad. I have a lot of issues with them. Just do Ganondorf smile. I can't do that. How does he even smile like that? Can't remember from a game that isn't memorable. I know. You sound so tomboyish. My voice doesn't go that low. I just literally cannot do a man voice. I just think that's just not possible. Like my vocal cords are just incapable of making the sound. Can you do Amber voice? What is this impression time? Hi traveler, I'm Outrider Amber. I have to hear her voice. I haven't heard Amber in a very long time. And I don't use her on my team. I'm sure she says something like that. Can you do a venti voice? That's what he says. Let the winds guide you. He sounds like that, you know? Venti's is iconic. Venti's also voiced by a woman. All the short this is like a weird distinction, but all the short male characters in Genshin are voiced by women. It's interesting. Like the young male characters are generally voiced by women. Wear the bunny hat. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll put on the hat when I come back then. Like you guys have wanted the Mallow Mart, and I do need to pee now. So enjoy the Mallow Mart, and I'll come back with the bunny hat. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back with my hat. I think something like happened to my hat, by the way, because the ears are like really twisted. But I'm not really sure what happened. That's pretty good for Amber voice. Thank you, thank you. I need to practice my Genshin voice acting because a lot of the writers are still on strike, so I need to replace their voices badly. Shein hat. It's an Amazon hat. Maybe that's probably not as good, just as bad quality, honestly. Have you had milfuil nabe? What? I don't know what that is. So no, I don't think so. Luca chewed. No, no. Luca doesn't chew stuff. He's a very gentle boy. He only chews food. And sometimes he doesn't even chew food. Sometimes he just swallows it whole. Have you done a Yelan voice? What did she say? I have to remember their lines. I literally use her all the time these days, so. What did she say? Like something about dice. Something about dice, right? Yelan has a more like sultry voice, you know? Did she say gotcha? Wait, let me find a longer line. Here, let's look these up. Yelan voice lines. It's a hot pot and it looks simple. I've been thinking about trying to make it. No, is this French? Nabe is Japanese, but the rest of it sounds French. Okay, let's see what she says. Not the story ones, the in-game ones. Where are they? It's so long. Wait, she also says things are about to get this one. Ready? Oh, it says error. It doesn't play. Maybe it doesn't work on mobile. She's like, things are about to get dicey. That's actually not right at all. How does she sound? And she always says, take it easy. You know, whenever you're dashing with her. Because I always use it for running around because her sprint is very fast, right? I'll have to copy them in the game. Remind me next Genshin. Remind me on Wednesday when we stream Genshin, and we'll listen to their voice lines. I'll copy them. It's always fun to try and copy the Genshin VAs. He chews the crap out of lettuce. Yeah, these days he's really into potato. He's a big sweet potato fan. But yeah, it's he's been really enjoying that. But yesterday I was like cooking and stuff, so he was alone for a while, and then when I finally went to sit on the couch, he like sat on my lap for like an hour, and then like my leg fell asleep, but I was like, oh, I can't move. So like I was just like, my leg was just like tingling because like I couldn't move it. Eating a sweet potato, of course. Have you seen the trailer for Love Hurts? No, I don't know what that is. I'm like constantly like, guys, I don't know what show this is. I know like 3 shows, like the few shows that I'm like actively watching or will watch. I just know those ones, and I don't know the other ones. Actually, I have no idea what that is. But yeah, I need to. What's it gonna say? I can't remember now. Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, speaking of my my singing lessons and stuff, I had my second lesson on Monday with this current teacher, and she was like randomly, she was like, "Oh, I thought of a song that we can work on." Because most of the time we just do like breathing exercises and like vocal technique exercises, and it's not like singing an actual song. So like last week was the first time I actually sang an actual song, and she was like, "Oh, I thought of a song for you to sing," and she was like, "Oh, do you want to sing Defying Gravity from Wicked?" And if you guys don't know, it's like a really difficult song to sing. It's like literally like the climax of the show, pretty much. It's like a showstopper song. It's like Idina Menzel's like big belting moment. Like imagine like basically with like Let It Go, they tried to copy Defying Gravity pretty much, right? So it has like a big like belt at the end, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to sing this?" And then like I was like, "Bro, you can't just ask me to sing this like unprepared, you know? Like just you can't just say like, hey, sing this now. Like, it's not a song where you sing it now, okay? And then, so then I was like, okay, I can try. Cause like, but I'm obviously not like worried about singing badly in front of my singing teacher. Cause like, that's kind of her job to like identify weaknesses in my voice and like help. But I did like the worst singing I've ever done in my life. Like, I swear I've done the worst thing I've ever done in my life. And I sang like the worst rendition ever of Defying Gravity. So that went well. Yeah. It was very tragic. I finished it. I was like, that wasn't good. um, I'll share the song with you guys. It is the song, the part at the end. I'm like, I don't. Am I supposed to sing this? I don't even think so. Like, I don't know. Has an Asian dude from everywhere, everything, what, everywhere, all the time, everywhere. Yeah, I know what you mean. His name is like Ki Hui Kwan, right? I think she was using it as a jukebox, maybe. But surely she's like a really good singer. She can sing that herself, you know? I'm like, why are you asking me to sing that? Like, I cannot sing that. Okay, well, I'll actually pull it up because it's like very intense. I'm like, why would you ask me to sing this like randomly? She's never even heard me sing once before, you know? But like basically at the end, it like gets like really, it goes like really high at the end. But like it's like when I saw it live, it was like life changing. Like, I was like tearing up because like the person singing was so talented, and like I was like, I cannot do that justice, you know? Like, when I sang it, she was probably gonna tear up because I did so badly, you know? But yeah, it kind of like pops off at the end. This is Idina Menzel, right? Who's like does Elsa, and I'm like, bro, how am I singing this? And then in the end, it's like she sings like this. And I'm like, you could just ask me to sing that on the spot. Like, come on. Like, I can't even sing that the best of times. Like, come on. Yeah, so then she just asked me to sing that, and then you can imagine how that went. Like, I was just like, okay, I'll give it a shot. But then, like, I was like, you could just imagine how that went. Like, it was so bad. So maybe my singing instructor thinks I'm really terrible singing right now. So that's okay. I'll just prove to her next time that I can sing a song that's not that. But yeah, I don't know if I even want to work on that song because it's the as high as that part is, the beginning part is really low. Like Adina actually quite has like a low voice. Like imagine even in like Frozen and stuff, right? Like in Let It Go, like the first parts are very low. And so I think maybe it's just like a bit awkward, you know. If Miju hates it, it's cute. Of course, of course. I love this. Is fun, but I get very distracted by doing this. But yeah, I might sing like a different Wicked song, but I do want to learn how to sing like like a like an opera style song. So I was thinking maybe we could do that next, but maybe I should do something along those lines first. But I think she was just picking random songs because she was like, "Oh, like you could sing this song or you could sing this song," and they're all just like random, like they're just like very difficult songs. But I was like, why would you start with this? We're learning how to play piano, try out the Chopin concert. Exactly. It was literally like that. Like, and it was the first time I ever sang like a song in front of her. You know, it was like if we had done 2 lessons of just doing like scales, and then she was like, "Yes, play this piece." You know, like, like just and you're not prepared. Like, she didn't tell me in advance. You know, like she was like she pulled up the karaoke track, and I was like trying to sing along, but then I was like unprepared with the track as well, and I was like, oh god, it went so badly. I didn't know I could sing that badly, like because I'm like very used to singing, right? I didn't know I could sing that badly, so I guess you learn. I guess you learn. And maybe like that happening, like that kind of incident occurring, maybe that kind of like highlights weaknesses in your voice or whatever. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe she was taking notes and she was like, yeah, this girl can't sing, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. You just got your license, drive this 16-wheeler. For real, for real. It was like that. That's such a difficult song too. And I know Adina Menzel, she wrecked her voice singing that. Like she has like permanent vocal damage from like singing that. Like she sang that like for her job, right? And she said she sang it like 8 times a week kind of thing for like a while, probably like a year or more. And like her voice took a long time to recover from that. And I think these days, like people playing alphabet tend to not do it for more than like 6 months because that it's like really hard on your voice. We should have gone one time. Go use a sniper. That sounds scary, man. I I when I went to that shooting range, they let me shoot like a pistol, and that was fine. But then they made me shoot like a rifle, and like when you shoot a rifle, you have to like put your face on it. So like when you're holding it like this, you have to like put your face on the gun. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to put my face on a gun. Like what if it like hits me in the face? Like what am I gonna do with that? You know? Um, it doesn't sound. That's what they told me. He was like, yeah, so you have to put your. And then they told us like you should wash your face when you get home because the gunpowder settles into your makeup. I was like, what? I was like, that's scary, man. I have gunpowder. I have a gunpowder skin treatment. Like, that's crazy. Um, that's how Canadians shoot. Apparently. But I was like, I don't want to touch my face onto this gun. Like, that's scary because like it has like a lot of recoil. Um, gun kickback gives Miju a black eye in the zombie apocalypse. Possible. I actually had sore arms the next day from shooting the pistol because it like you absorb the recoil in your arms. My arms are sore. It was like a workout. Gunpowder makeup, revolver cosplay. What is revolver? Like the gun? Am I cosplaying as a gun, or is that a character? Every activity Miju does results in black eyes. So like literally, I'm like, guys, I tried fishing over the weekend. I got a black eye. Like I think if I could get a black eye riding a bicycle, I could probably get a black eye doing pretty much anything. The gun? Okay, fine. I'll cosplay a gun. Miju's a 1 day guard, 1 day off type type of shooter. Apparently, yeah. But maybe I'm just gonna become very strong so I can absorb it better. Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid? Whoa, that's me. That's me. I think we were saying yesterday that for Halloween this year, I should just be something um, very random and very out of character. Like something that, like not like a random like female character from a cute female character kind of from a game or something. It would just be like something very random. It's not for another 9 months. Yeah, it's not for a while. But I was just thinking in advance, because I think I probably won't do another cosplay till Halloween because you guys know I'm running out of space, running out of cosplay storage space. You never been so excited for spring, winter over? Yeah, I'm getting kind of sick of winter. It's so like salty on the ground, and yesterday I was driving and there was like frost on the ground in certain places. I was like, I don't like that. I hope it doesn't snow though. You're a big planner. I need many days advance notice for plans. Although I'm kind of bad about Halloween planning because I always forget about Halloween till like late September. And really, for the cosplay sites, you should really buy them like a month or like at least a couple months in advance, just because they usually come from China, so it sometimes could take a while. So I do need to prepare in advance, but not till like August, You don't mind the sunny cold weather. I just want it to be done. I'm just worried it will snow, honestly. Like I just really don't want it to snow. It's really annoying when it snows. But yeah, I don't mind the cold. I do mind the dry. I found like it's so dry and I'm like staticking everything. I have my humidifier going nonstop, but I'm kind of worried that like if I have my humidifier going like 24/7, will my house get moldy? But it's like so dry. Like if I don't have it running, I'm like staticking everything, you know? So I'm like, maybe that's bad. Should I get like a humidifier thermometer, like a measure? Like, is that cheap? Could I get a maybe I'll get a cheap one? I'm like, I don't like having random like gadgets and like appliances around because I'm like, I'm not gonna use this. But maybe it's useful so I don't get like mold problems, you know? Um, because like mold would be even worse for your health, right? You might get a black eye. No, if it snows, I might trip on the ice and get a black eye, you know? You never know. Um, yeah, I gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Black eyes, possible everywhere. Um, but yeah, it's a maybe I should get a humidifier. Sorry, a humidity measurer. I'm sure that's a thing. If it's not too expensive on Amazon, maybe I'll give it a shot. You know, is that like a normal adult thing to have? Some people have like thermometers in their house. You know, like I guess you could just check the weather forecast, but some people have like just like a thermometer in the house so they can know what temperature it is. Black eyed Mish. That's me. That's me. Also, I haven't had a black eye since I was a kid. I only got a black eye that one time, okay? So I have a pretty good track record. And I do get injured. Um, I'm always like getting bruises and stuff like that, but nothing like that. Humidity meter is $15. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can get one of those. Okay, I'll get that so I can run my humidifier nonstop and not be worried about mold. Because I am slightly worried about mold. Because I live in like a pretty small place. So I'm like, what if it gets too humid? You know, like is that bad? Like like that's might be dangerous. I don't know. I'll buy one of those. I used to buy so much stuff on Amazon, but I don't do much of that. Humidifiers can lead to mold. Yeah, humidity just leads to mold. But only if it's quite humid, I think. What does $15 of humidity feel like? Like a 15-minute trip to the sauna. It's been running every day for 2 weeks. Am I cooked? I don't know. Maybe we should both get a humidity meter. Maybe that one you just found. You can go buy that as well. Maybe it's fine. I'll get one. What if it says your room is extremely humid? You're gonna die. Like, what are you gonna do? But I've had my humidifier running for like the last week. It's on sale. Okay, yeah, we should get it. We should get it. We should each get one. Check check WebMD to see to make sure you don't have mold poisoning. You gotta be careful. We gotta all check WebMD every day. You wake up and you're like, my throat hurts a bit. WebMD immediately. I've been having a bit of back pain, but maybe I'm just old, you know. Maybe it's just my age. But I've been having some back pain. Maybe strong core, weak back. Don't know. Oh, my shoulders hurt. I did like arm workouts again yesterday. And like we were doing like this kind of, you know, like push up kind of pose. Oh, and this muscle hurts. What are they called? Upper trapezius? This muscle, ow! It hurts. Black lung. Arthur Morgan. I don't get your reference, Angel. Please stop saying you're old when you're 26. It makes me feel sad. Didn't you just say you're 27? You're not much older than me. Collarbone. No, this like here. Collarbone's like here. It's like good thing I have this convenient hole in my shirt, huh? Here. This muscle. Yeah, I think it's upper chop edges. Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm older than you. Barely, dude. 26 is old in major years. Yeah. Guys, you guys know I have joint issues. My hip joints are terrible. I've been having hip pain again because I was sitting a lot this week. My hip joints are very bad. And my knees are bad, you know. Yeah, I have Ratsy 1 foot in the grave at 27 years old. Will I feel your pain and suffering in 1 year? Maybe, maybe. I'll finally know how Ratsy feels for 1 year. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, my back has been hurting. I have my heated blanket on right now and I'm like sweating on it, but it's nice. It's nice. 1 year from now you'll become a weeb. I'll become way too obsessed with K-pop idols. That's what the age 27 does to you. You also have back pain and joint issues, so maybe it's probably just like sitting around, you know. If you're hurting now, wait till you're 120. One day, I'll feel that pain. My grandpa always says that though. He's like, everything goes wrong. Like everything, every part of your body becomes terrible when you're like 80 or whatever. When you're like 90, I'm like, thanks, grandpa. You have neck and back pain? Oh no. Yeah, I think we all spend we just spend too much time on the computer. You're not way too obsessed. You can't even tell who's in Twice. Right. Right. Who knows? Who knows? Very random topic. Do you guys like? I was thinking, I think I was watching like a video, right? People discussing it. Would you want to be famous? Because there's a lot of people who want to be famous, right? But for me, I'm like, that's like the last thing I want. Like I feel like being famous would be awful. You know, like even as someone who has a big ego, you know, like even as someone I have a pretty big ego, and I'm not shy and I don't mind like being the center of attention in some sense, but like being famous, nah. You'll take the money. I mean, yeah, being rich, great, no issues with that. But being famous, no. You just want famous money. Exactly. I barely want anyone to perceive me on a good day. Honestly, same. When I'm like walking around like outside, like I don't really want to like interact with anyone. Or I don't really want any like attention. You know, like I don't want any because it's like it would be like unwanted attention. You know, because like I don't want to talk to people. And I think for me, I get really annoyed when people. I'm a pretty private person, which is weird to say because I'm a streamer. But like, I'll say I'm a pretty private person when it comes to my personal life, and I feel like people just like prying in, like you know, even with like big streamers, right? Like people are so like entitled to like, oh, like we need to like they're like digging into like their personal life or like watching and like sleuthing stuff out, you know, about their personal life. I'm like that would suck. Like that'd be the worst. Imagine being famous for being poor. That's like the worst of both worlds. Welcome in, Yuri. Depends how much famous. Oh, is there like a level that you'd be okay with? I mean, I guess if it's like you're like an artist or like you make something and then like you're not famous enough where you like can't go anywhere. But like sometimes people will recognize you in public and be like, "Oh, I love your work" or whatever. I think that could be nice, but if you're famous to the point where people are like digging into your personal life and like being like really invasive, or you have to worry about your safety and stuff, I think that's probably a problem. You don't want to be famous, you don't want money or people to know who I am. You don't want money? Really? That's a uncommon take here. I don't even know what I would want by if I was rich. Wouldn't really matter too much either. I think when you reach a certain point of like, if you're comfortable and you make enough money, and I think, like, say you make like $500,000, right? I think the difference between making $500,000 a year versus making like Like I think going from like 50 to $100,000 would be like a big jump, right? It would be like really life changing. But if you went from like 500 to like a million, I don't think it would be life changing, because I think at 500 you already have everything you need. You're talking to friends the other day. Dating a famous person would be tough. Being a famous person sounds more miserable. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it would just be tough, because like you see how people treat them, and like people don't really treat them as like people, you know? And like people are so invasive. People are so nosy. And you would just be like scrutinized all the time. Not being recognized constantly, getting to live a normal life while getting paid well for being mid-famous, that's okay to me. Yeah, that would be okay, I think. Like if you were like, you know, like a like if we're talking like, say we're on Twitch right now. If we're talking about like streamer levels, you know, if you're kind of like if you're a streamer making like good money, and but you're not getting like recognized on the street really, then maybe that would be okay. But even then, like, but I think Twitch is a bit different. I think like Twitch is a bit different as well, because Twitch is more parasocial, right? So like even if you aren't like a really big streamer in like where you're like, even if you're not like a really big streamer where like people are like prying into your, like people are like recognize you on the street and stuff like that, I think people would still be like creeping into your personal life, right? Just because of the nature, of Twitch, you know, people are like kind of digging into stuff and like trying to learn information about you, or like getting a bit too personal. I think it depends on what you're famous for. Like being known for curing cancer is a pretty safe flex, but just general like musician famous, no. I mean, yeah, if you're doing something really great for the world, I think you'd get your own fulfillment based on that, you know. And obviously, like I think the trade-off of curing cancer or like doing something to that level, like really good for the world, is worth the trade-off of like me being a bit annoyed by like people, like reporters or something, you know. I think it's a bit different too, because like you're not famous for like, I think the way people would treat you and the way people wouldn't be as interested in your like your personal life if you were like cured cancer, right? Versus like if you were like Pokimane. You have those weirdos with parasocial relationships. I don't accept that it's just parasocial. Yeah, I think Twitch is especially bad for that. Twitch and like, I guess, idols. Stuff like that. I seen where people hate when the streamer says they're in a relationship and film out, or like freak out. Is that what you mean? I mean, yeah, that's like delusional, honestly. Like the fact that like the viewers, if you're watching like Pokimane and you're like upset because she's like dating someone, like it doesn't. The fact that you're upset means you're delusional, because you thought it mattered at all to you. You know, it's like it's actually like that information is not relevant at all to you, because you will never date her. You know, like so the even being upset about that is very weird, and you should probably rethink why you feel that way. Would you buy a huge penthouse in a major city or live off the grid? The two wolves inside of me. I mean, yeah, we know Spy's answer for sure. I don't know if it's true, but I'm pretty sure every big streamer was like doxxed at least once where they live, because the government doesn't care. Oh yeah. I think that would be a big concern as well, like safety. Because I worry about that now, like even not being like a big streamer. But even like if you're a bigger streamer, I think it's like all the time it's like inevitable. People will find where you live. There kind of seems like the type to live in the woods. I guess so, but like I feel like living in the city, yeah. That almost got me. I felt that a little bit. And welcome in, Beaston. Hope you're doing well today. I got a nice jump scare out of that. Off the grid sounds cool. If I could visit the city like once a month, I would not live off the grid. I'm very team not off the grid. You guys know me. I wouldn't do that. That would not be my life, you know? You're a city rat, but at the same time you love the idea of having an off the grid house with a greenhouse and everything. I love that. That sounds like a lot of work, man. If I don't have a person's number, we're either acquaintances or parasocial. That's a good way to think about it. The thing that I usually say as a streamer is like, for me, it's like, if I've never spoken to you, like, either like one-on-one or like in person or in like a social setting, then yeah, like then we're not friends. Like I think like chatting on stream, I think we all have like a great time. It's like a really nice community, of course, and I love chatting to people on stream. And there's a lot of people who are like here very regularly, right? And like we like know each other. And like we know each other in that sense, but we don't also know each other personally because we're talking in like a public setting. And I kind of just imagine it like, maybe not like a stage, but like I am here and there's like a group of people here, right? So then like if I'm talking to you on the chat, I'm talking to you in the presence of like all these other people. And I'm also talking to you in the sense that like I am like here like entertaining people, you know? Like, so I'm like not like performing, but like, you know what I mean, right? So it's like it's kind of like a different vibe, you know? The older I get, the more living off the grid sounds enticing. Maybe I will feel that way when I'm your age, Chikano. Maybe I'll be like ready to live off the grid. Having a city view from a penthouse would be so sick. I like it being like a bit out of the city. Because the city's kind of dangerous, man. I'm not good street smarts. Do they mean like no internet and no shower? I'm sure you'd have a shower, but maybe not internet. So we're friends, unfortunately. How can you get any spy hunting done without technology? Like binoculars, probably. Would bow and arrows count as technology? No, I don't think so. Branch spears, Angel's like ready, like Angel's just like full on like survival game mode, you know? You can collect rainwater and get a solar water heater. Guys, I can't live without my computer. I can't live without my phone. Do I get a Switch? Like, can I have a Nintendo Switch? If you were to have the bean path, your internet may be slow or non-existent. Exactly. We wouldn't have. I think when you say off the grid, there's no internet, right? Because you're off the grid, there's no data, there's no internet. You'd never go no internet. When I don't have internet for 2 hours, I feel not good. Yeah, when the power goes out and I don't have Wi-Fi, I'm like, wow, this is not a way to live. The old-fashioned way of spying, hunting. They will come to me. They will come to me. That's scary. When I say off the grid, you don't mean like living like Amish people. I mean like have a crib out on some land. Oh, but you have like all the modern necessities. But you can only bring 3 great games. What? 3 games? I think I could live with. Can I have Genshin though? It needs the internet. Can I have Genshin? Okay, I can't do this. Like I would. I'm not the. I'm not. I'm already off the grid. I'm not part of this. I want internet. I want nice things. I want hot showers. I want restaurants and shopping. You still have every amenity. Oh, if we have every amenity, maybe it's fine. What would I be missing though? I guess I could go see my family every so often. Honestly, that's not the worst. I'd be okay with that. Just don't have people all over the place. Oh! Can I stream? Can I stream in this situation? Choosing Genshin as one of your 3 games is kind of weeb coded, but it goes on forever. It's a smart decision. Because it's constantly updating. Like a live service game is a smart decision. As long as the game doesn't end. The only thing I'd miss is music because everything is digital. I think you could have like an iPod. I feel like off the grid, you could have like an iPod, you know? Why live off grid when you can live online? Yeah, I'm too like chronically online to live off the grid. I do chores. Okay, good luck. I hope it doesn't involve tearing down walls today. The most Oonga Boonga crib in the forest and an iPod. Exactly. Like a iPod Nano. Like, you guys remember iPod Nano? I remember I had an iPod Nano and it has that scroll wheel that's like a circle, right? And then there's that game where like it's like Brick Break, but like it goes in like a circle because of the iPod. Um, if I was like Jeff Bezos rich, I would buy an exactly Spencer Mansion replica from Resident Evil 1. Isn't that mansion like, wouldn't that be scary? I feel like the vibes of that game would be off, you know? Jeff Bezos is pretty rich. He is pretty rich. Imagine having a house where you'd gotta solve puzzle. That's true. You'd have like a weird, like turning the weird like block puzzle. The only music I'll need is the sound of nature. Nah, no, we need music here. Why not just living in the silence? Where are my video essays? You know. You had a great iPod Mini. I don't know what an iPod Mini is. An iPod Nano. I played that all the time. The battery got bloated and the screen popped out. It's a great game. And there's like different levels. Like, I had to upgrade to the touchscreen iPod Nano, which is still kicking today. Damn. I don't have that. I don't have that anymore, I think. Like to go to bed, you gotta move some statues and buy some gemstones. That would be, I mean, if you want to spend your Jeff Bezos money on that, then go for it. There's some really old school. Yeah, you're going all the way back to like the Stone Age of the sound of nature. Because I'm pretty sure music has existed for a very long time. iPod Mini was like a short-lived iPod. It came out like a year before the Nano. Oh, I see. Because like there's like that thick iPod Nano and I had that like the small one, the thin one. And Walkman Knife. I don't know if video essays count as sound as nature. I think it does. I think there's nothing more natural than video essays, you know? Video games come out, shows come out, movies come out, and then the video essayists make video essays. Where they start with some very philosophical topic at the start. Or like a life anecdote. But yeah, that's a really weird thing to say. Let's not. Don't even know what to say about that. Natural sounds, whale, birds, guy upping about Gen 1 Pokemon. Exactly. You know what I mean. I've been watching a lot of Pokemon videos recently, actually. But it's more like VGC videos, I guess. I've gone a bit into it, even though I'm like the last person who would do like anything VGC like. I just like hearing about the strategies and stuff like that. Gen 1. Gen 1, back in the day. But we'll see how that Pokemon game turns out. Welcome in protagonist. Whoever you didn't guess yet. Who have we not guessed yet? It's a Go Battle weekend, but you've not been battling at all. No, you're gonna lose your rank. Ew. Any Gen 1 Pokemon suggestions that we have not done before? How about a deep cut? There's not many deep cut Gen 1 Pokemons. Guys, what's the most forgotten Gen 1 Pokemon? Let's go with that one. Wigglytuff. I don't think that's even in here. Is that Gen 1? Oh my god, it is. I thought it was added later. And welcome in Paris. Paris? That's true. People forget about Paris. Paris or Parasect? Oh, Paris is the small one. Porygon. No, Porygon's iconic. What do you mean? Paris is a good one. Forgotten. I honestly forgot about Wigglytuff, but I just thought he was a later. I thought he was added. Parasect is forgettable too. Oh, poor Paris line. It's bug grass. Wait, what? That sounds like a terrible typing, right? Oh, you mean your suggestion, not a forgotten one? You want to do Porygon? Okay. It's your channel point, so we will do Porygon. You're thinking of the pre-evolution Iggly buff. That cannot be real. Are you messing with me? Are you messing with me? There's no way it's called Iggly buff. It's real? Are you sure? That is real? What? That sounds fake. What the hell? It's Pichu, but for they called it Iggly buff? What? That's a terrible name. Hitmonchamp? Hitmonchamp? That's not a real thing. I was like, surely that's not a real thing. There's Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. Oh, those things were so hard to evolve. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's one. The Hitmontop was so hard to evolve. You had to have like the equal stats, right? Oh, that's the worst. I hate some of the way the Pokemon evolve. They're the worst. That a hybrid Machamp and Hitmonchan, something like that, yeah. We could crossbreed Pokemon. Why can't we crossbreed Pokemon? I think that'd be fun. We could make like crossbreeds in Pokemon. Okay, let's do Porygon for protagonist. I love Porygon. I think it's cool because something is rare. It makes it more interesting. You're falling for the trap, the gotcha trap. There's a ROM hack that does a Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about this. I think it's fun.
Very hard of the Pokemon you want me to guess. Say okay when you're ready.
Okay.
Super! I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer yes, no.
Yeah, I think I might have heard about that ROM hack.
You can also
I think it's kind of fun. But it could end up. This may be too many things.
Purple?
No.
I see. Is it mainly brown?
No.
Aha! Does your Pokemon have one or several horns?
No.
Okay. Does it usually stand on two legs?
No. I think it flies.
That's what I thought. Does your Pokemon have legs?
Yes. Does it have legs?
Just a few more questions.
Are those
now.
legs?
Can
I guess so.
your Pokemon evolve into another Pokemon?
No.
Interesting.
That really narrows it down.
Is your Pokemon a dual type?
No.
I see. Is it more than 3 feet tall?
No.
Aha! Did your Pokemon
We're doing Porygon.
evolve from another Pokemon?
No.
Okay. Is your Pokemon a mythical Pokemon?
That's not on this information
I
sheet.
see. Is it a psychic type?
No.
That's what I thought. Oh, I think I know. Something tells me you were thinking of Porygon.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Great. We
Woo!
found Porygon.
Nice. Let's go. I think it not evolving is a pretty big. It narrows it down quite a bit if it doesn't evolve. Because it's a one stage, right? There's not that many one stage Pokemon. It's like, it's that one, Mewtwo, right? Porygon evolves in later gen unless that toy predates it. Yeah, this is only like Gen 1. And I think it keeps, or it has like fairy type and stuff, but it's only Gen 1 Pokemon. And in this field guide, it says it doesn't evolve. So I'm not sure when. But it has like fairy type and like all that stuff. So I'm not really sure what their distinctions are. I just follow what's in the book because I assume the book will be right. But yeah, it's trainer guess Kanto edition. It's backwards, but you can read what it says. Good guess, Pokeball. Yeah, I got it. The Pokeball's smart, man. He knows all the Pokemon. Cool toy. It's a fun time. They have a few different ones as well. Like I think I saw like a Johto one and Sinnoh maybe. But I think Gen 1 is always a good one. I'm trying to see which ones don't evolve. I guess wait, so what are the mythical Pokemons in Gen 1? Is it just Mew? Cuz legend Oh, wait. It says here. Cuz it says legendary Pokemon. Oh yeah, it does say. There's like a little icon on it. This says mythical, and it says legendary. So it's literally just Mew, yeah. Mythical versus legend. Yeah. Okay, so this one does tell you. But sometimes I ask you stuff that like that's not in the book. Like it will be like, oh, is it mainly found in caves? Or like something it will just say like, sometimes it will just say like, ask very vague questions. Like it will be like, is it very large? And I'm like, okay, like what do you mean by very large? Do you mean like 10 feet? Do you mean like 20 feet tall? Like, what do you mean by that, you know? So it's very, it's very, or one time it asked, is it very strong? And I was like, what do you mean is it very strong? Like, what do you consider very strong? Like, Charizard's pretty strong, but like, Mewtwo is also very strong. Like, what, but then like also, like some Pokemon are just strong as well. Like, even though they're not like technically like the strongest Pokemon, but like, you know, like it's like, oh, like this Pokemon's very competitively viable, you know? I think distinction for legendary and mythical is weird. I didn't really understand it. I'm not very, as much as I've been watching these Pokemon videos recently, I'm not very knowledgeable about these. I don't actually really know what it means. I know it's something to do with the stats. Or no, but then no, that's pseudo legendary, right? There's like legendary, pseudo legendary, mythical. And I think legendary and mythical are like official things, and pseudo legendary is like a fan thing, right? But now now it might be a real thing. I have no idea. Geodude. Very strong. Is it very strong, Geodude? We're short, so everything taller than us is larger than us. Maybe. But like sometimes I'm like, you know, like Lapras is 8 feet tall. And I'm like, that's pretty big. Or like Magikarp, a fish, is 2'11". He's almost 3 feet tall. That's a pretty big fish. So like I would consider that very large. But like, does that count? Like Mew is 6'7". That's like a human height. Like that could be a human. But like it's weird. The only pseudo legendary in Gen 1 is Dragonite. Oh, I see. What Pokemons are mythical? I don't think it's very strict. I think it's like Mew, Manaphy, don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe stuff like that. Magikarp is roughly Miju's size, about 2'11". Yeah, that sounds about right. Mewtwo in the NBA, yeah, 6'7". He would be a great NBA. He probably has look at him. He probably has a crazy vertical jump. And look at it, he has big hands. He could he only has 3 fingers, but like, that's probably fine. Like, how many hands do you really need to dribble a basketball? Probably not more than 3. The birds are considered legendaries for sure. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it is very confusing. Mewtwo can medicine Mewtwo. Mewtwo. They're too similar. Can fly and dunk the ball with his mind. That's true. That's cheating. Would that be allowed? He has a tail too. Just manually float the ball in telekinetically. Yeah, cheating. Me too. Is that the next? You guys just like once I get enough levels, you're gonna see it like the evolution, like the Mewtwo evolution. It's gonna happen. Me too. It's gonna be me too. I feel like there's so many Pokemon that are like slightly similar, you know? When I used to play Breath of the Wild all the time, there was Riju, which is not something I was consciously thinking about when I made my Twitch name. But then like when I started playing Breath of the Wild, I realized, oh, Riju is really similar to Miju. And maybe I was subconsciously thinking about it or something, but yeah, it just happened to be a coincidence there. And welcome in, Demon. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, whenever they're similar, it's confusing. Talking about Me Too, switch to Joy-Cons are out, new badges. I know we were talking about this yesterday. I don't know if you were here during that. But like, I was like, that's a perfect next step, right? Because like we're going Joy-Cons, Pro-Cons, and then switch 2, right? But then the Joy-Cons are black. And I know like on dark mode, it's good, it's not gonna look good. Because it's like, it's just gonna be like a black controller with like a little colored stripe, right? So I'm like, I don't know if it would really work for badges. Like maybe I just have to make it like make them like a maybe they can just be like a non-dark mode color, like a lighter gray maybe. But the Switch 2 is black. No, like it's very dark colored. So I think on dark mode it's gonna look really weird. Make them shine. Maybe that could work. Because that is the next step, right? Because where do you go from the Procon? Because I was saying yesterday, I was like, should we do like the full Switch? But I'm like, that's also kind of weird. Like should it just be like a Switch? Like just a handheld whole thing? Don't know. Me too acknowledging dark mode. I have to think about you guys for the emotes. Switch to Switch 2. Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. Switch Lite, the normal. You would never be able to tell the difference between the Switch Lite, the normal, and the OLED on like on this sub badge. Look how tiny that is. They would all look the same. Probably a lot of money. Oh, we're talking about sub badges. We're not talking about actually buying those. Because if you see beside Ricky's name, the sub badge is a Pro controller. But yeah, it's not we're not buying it. I'm not saying if you subscribe, I will not get you a Switch 2. That's not that's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe we just do Switch 2 Joy-Cons and try and make it work, but I'm worried it will look bad. I don't know what to do. Streamer doesn't buy me a Switch. No. Only if you're really, really nice. What if the Switch 2 Joy-Con suck? Then that's too bad. I think the Procon sucks. And you guys still are getting the Procon badge. Would they be relegated to month 1? No. It's only the natural evolution. It would be like Switch 1 and then Switch 2. It's Miju's turn to get a Joy-Con drift. Maybe. My Joy-Cons have still not drifted. She's lying. She sent me a Procon. Don't let her fool you. Don't tell them about that, Ricky. Oh my gosh. I've sent you 3 Procons already. The pink one, the purple one, and the blue one. Definitely real things. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Also, I just realized now that I said that I asked for the emotes, and I asked for the character to be wearing a white shirt. I should probably revise that, because I realized that I do like wearing white shirts, but the light mode it's not gonna look good on light mode. Just thought about that. I'll have to let her know. You upset your Procon got drift? I think the Procon is such a scam. Cause like the Procon kind of sucks. Like when you compare it, okay, so the PlayStation controller is the same price as the Procon, and the Procon, first of all, the D-pad sucks on the Procon. We all know this, right? The D-pad is awful. And it can still drift, but I guess most controllers can drift, so fair enough. But like the PlayStation controller is the same price. And it has a microphone. It has a speaker. It has like this audio jack, so you can plug in headphones into it. It has adaptive triggers, so like when you press on the trigger, it can like you could feel resistance on it. And it has like this touchpad. The touchpad's kind of useless, but it does have a touchpad that you can use as like a touch screen, right? And the Procon has none of these features. Same price, $90 Canadian. Scam. Like actually, that's so overpriced. Procon is very overcosted. Yeah, I think it's so overpriced. Especially for the quality that it is. It feels cheap. It's the best controller out there. The D-pad is wonky. On the Procon is the best controller out there. No way. There's no way. I hate being a console war soldier, but PlayStation is eating. I mean, the controller is just superior. But so I'm pretty sure Xbox controllers are also superior to Procon. Procon controller is just not good. Like other companies are selling controllers for the same price, and they're much better. PS5 controllers also get drift. Yeah, I think most controllers will get drift after a certain point. or like overuse or whatever, right? But like, yeah, the Pro-Con's just like such a scam. Xbox 360 controller goated, except yours got drift. Oh no. If I could ask, if I could, I'd ask y'all to send me drifting Joy-Cons because it's such a fun fix. Luckily, I don't have any, but maybe Protagonist can send you his Pro-Con. I don't know if you also do Pro-Cons. But I know there's like a fix for the. Isn't there also a fix for the D-pad? Like people have, I think some people like will like 3D print a new D-pad for the Pro-Con and then like put that on instead. The Xbox controllers have always performed extremely good for me. Yeah, I think it's like if you don't have any issues with that, it's probably pretty solid, you know? What is drifting controllers? It's like when you're not touching it at all, when you're not touching the stick at all, and it acts like it's inputting a direction. So it's like drifting to the side. So if you're like if you just have it neutral, if you just have it straight, it's like not centered properly. So it's always like moving. Which is super annoying because like if you're playing like something very skilled, it really affects it. And the Switch Joy-Cons had like a lot of problems with drift. And they started giving people like free repairs because it was such a problem. But a lot of controllers do drift eventually. The Joy-Cons were just especially bad with it. Like they happen like very quickly. They happen very quickly. So it was a bit of a problem. But yeah, it's I do regret buying my Pro-Con. I really regret buying the Pro-Con. It happens because dust or whatever gets in the sensor underneath the stick, so it's a hassle. Right. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm luckily mine is still fine. I don't know what maybe it's just like the Animal Crossing ones or something were like a bit better because they're like a later model. Maybe that's why. But yeah, and I feel like my Pro-Con D-pad is like especially bad because like I know like I feel like it misinputs more often than it properly inputs. So I end up like getting really annoyed with it because it would never work properly. It was just like, yeah, I think it probably puts in the right input like 30-40% of the time. Like that's how bad mine feels. So like I just couldn't be bothered with it. And I don't have a problem with the Joy-Cons. I think with the Joy-Cons it's more like hand size. Oh my gosh, yesterday I was at Pilates and me and my Pilates instructor are the same height. And then like I was doing a workout where my hands were on the mat, and then she was like, "Wait, your hands are so small." And I was like, "Really?" Because like I just thought I had small hands because like I'm like short, right? Because like it's like proportional, right? But then we're the same height, and I put my hands up to hers, and it was like this. I was like, "What? Why does she have so much bigger hands? Do I have small hands or does she have big hands? I have no idea." Yeah, maybe she has giant hands for her. I have no idea. I was like, wait, how can that be so different? I was like, I've been cursed. I wish I had big hands, you know? Because like I played piano growing up, struggle with small hands. And I play guitar. It's like the worst. I wonder how many have broken while playing Mario Party. Oh, true. All the mashing in Mario Party. I think the gyro is not working properly on your Pro-Con, but maybe that's just battery issues while you haven't fully charged it for a while. Yeah, I have no idea how you test that. It always feels kind of wonky anyway. Like I feel like the motion control always feels a bit off. How tall am I? 4'2". No, I'm 5'1". There's 2 ways to height: longer legs or longer torsos. She might have you on torso, but you have her on legs. Oh, I definitely have her on legs. She talks about this all the time. She's always like, "Oh, your legs are so long." Like, and my arms are like weirdly long for my height. So whenever we do whenever we demonstrate a workout where it's like you're like pressing your legs up on something, she always has to like move it back for me because like my arms and legs are just longer. The average hand size for adult women is approximately 6.8 inches, but the average woman is probably a bit taller than I am. Measure from the tip of the longest finger to the crease under the palm. Crease under the palm. Tip of the longest finger. Should we all measure our hands? Wait, this is exactly the length of the ruler. It's 15 centimeters. Oh, that's 2 centimeters shorter. That's not that much shorter. If I'm slightly shorter than the average woman, that's like, that seems fine. Maybe she has big hands. Maybe she just has big hands. Maybe it's not me. Her bigger hands might be an extension of her having the bigger torso. Is that related? By the way, I've had this ruler since I was a child. Look at it. It's like a kid's show. It's pretty cute. Do you guys know pretty cute? It's like a kid's show for girls. It's like Sailor Moon, kind of. Oh, sorry. I just shook everything. Miju's basically a short, slender man. I think so, yeah. I just have weirdly long... I think I just have weirdly long arms. I think my arms are, like, quite long. Average is like 5'3" or 5'4". Exactly. So my hands are like 2 centimeters smaller than people, but it's like I'm like a few inches shorter than the average height. So that might be fine. Michael Phelps has a torso of someone who's 6'8", but he's 6'4" because his legs are short. Is that helpful? Is that helpful for swimming? maybe. She might have big hands. Maybe she just has big hands. Maybe it's not me. Sailor Moon, cue the weeb wave. I mean, Sailor Moon's great. We love Sailor Moon. The ruler's gonna be Miju's family heirloom for real. I don't know why I still have the ruler. He's a genetically superior swimmer. I mean, that makes sense. Because I would presume that the people at the top of their sport are genetically, like, just genetically suited to that sport, as well as being very highly trained and very highly skilled. He has a genetic mutation where it takes longer for lactic acid to build up in his body. What? That's crazy. That's such a benefit. Yeah, I think like people at the Olympic level are definitely have some genetic stuff going on. It's OP. Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe I have a genetic mutation where I have a lot of lactic acid buildup because I have the worst cardio. Maybe I'm just out of shape though. That's why they're the best. Yeah, exactly. At the highest level, sports is RNG for genetics. Oh, absolutely. But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, you know, you could be like very skilled and very trained and like practice really hard, but at the highest level, you need both. Because like at the highest level, it's like, it's people who have both trained really hard and are genetically qualified or genetically superior, right? That's it's crazy. Cross-country skiers are freaks. Their lactic acid levels and oxygen uptake are insane. I mean, yeah, they must be really fit. But like, surely your the lactic acid buildup is like, do you improve that just by being more in shape? I would assume you would, right? Like, I think when you're out of shape, you just feel more. It feels more strenuous to do like less activity, and then as you become more in shape, then it becomes easier. Probably to an extent. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely really interesting. Like after watching like Physical 100 and stuff as well, it's like watching people that are like very physically fit pull off all these things. It's like some people are like, you can really tell like some people are just very genetically equipped to like, you know, have certain strength and stuff like that. Because cross-country skiing uses the whole body, they're 100% shredded. Damn. Yeah, I think a lot of sports are, people are just very, very, very strong, and we will never understand. But yeah, I'm okay with like, for me, what is everyone's like fitness goals, you know? Because like, I don't think I'm genetically suited for any sport. Maybe like gymnastics. Don't you have to be like short for gymnastics? That could be me, but I'm too old. Now I'm too old, but like maybe fitness pizza, my mom. Angel with that joke every time, and the seafood one, the seafood one. Angel, what do you think about seafood? Usually they're shorter, but sometimes you see taller ones. Yeah, that could be me. I could be gymnastic. I like to feel comfortable in your large size shirts. Valid, valid. You see food, and if it's a fish, I eat it. Exactly. I've gotten. I used to. I used to think that joke was silly, but the more you say it, the more it's growing on me. Honestly. But to be fair, to be honest, I want to have more energy. Yeah, I think I'm the same. I think like, for me, my main goal is like I'm very sedentary, right? Because I sit all day at work, and then I'm like sitting streaming, and then like I play games or whatever. Um, So I think for me, like, I that's caused a lot of like joint issues and stuff like that. So then when I was like doing dancing, I was noticing that it was really hard on my joints because like if you don't have muscles to like properly support yourself while you're doing these like stuff high kind of like high impact exercises, it can really hurt your joints. And even just like living your life being weak is not good for your joints. It's not good for your posture. So I think my main thing is definitely like um improving my posture and improving my joint health. And just feeling like you're stronger. Like just feeling a bit stronger in daily things. Like I feel like you guys know like okay, if you're really out of shape like me, you'll also feel this. But like when you're like your body is like not your body's so stiff that like even just like you drop something on the floor or something and you like reach for something and it like hurts, I don't know if you guys also have this thing, but like, where when your body's just like so stiff that like you just feel like you'll like pull a muscle just like standing up, I feel like I was kind of like having issues like that, so I think definitely building up muscle, is important to me. Gonna be like Chris Hemsworth by walking. I don't know. I don't know if that's a realistic fitness goal, but I'll support you, Ricky. Good luck. Um, just by part of your leg crackles, I feel like it's falling apart. Exactly, exactly. I definitely want some muscle to support my joints. What style of dance? I was learning like K-pop dances and stuff. Um, your current fitness goals is to not be the first one to fall in a zombie apocalypse. I think I might be. I'm a very I have really bad cardio currently. Just avoid thin, like bulk up a bit. You mean? Signs you cough and you can't move for half a minute. I don't know what that means, Ricky. I don't know what that sounds like a different problem, not a fitness problem. um, you're in trouble when your joint is like the one Nyan song pop up. Oh no. That's not good. That is my joints. I have a lot of joint cracking and stuff like that. If you stick close to Miji, you're guaranteed not to be the first one to fall. That's true. That's true. My cardio is. I think I need to work on my cardio for sure. And welcome in, Dila. Your hamstrings are so stiff you can't touch your toes anymore. Oh no, that's quite common. Definitely. I'm a big fan of stretching like in the morning because I think it's very I think like yeah, I just find it relaxing in the morning to stretch, but I don't think flexibility is my issue. I think muscle tone and stuff is my issue. Just like posture, I think. Like I think when I was dancing, I was just kind of like throwing my body around uncontrolled, and that it was not good for my joints and it wasn't very like supported. So I think yeah, definitely gaining muscles is helping. Do you follow a diet or do you just eat whatever but healthy choices? Yeah, I would say I don't follow a diet at all. I just kind of I generally try to eat like um healthy like or like homemade foods, I think. Um but I do like sweets. I do like sweets and um I do like snacks and stuff like that. I don't generally avoid them. But I don't drink like not really purposefully, just more because I don't really like it. I don't really drink like soda or juice or any sort of like caloric beverages, I would say. I drink like coffee, tea, and water only. Really bad cardio currently implies you're doing anything about it. I'm gonna get back into dancing, I promise. I know it's been like 6 months, but I will do it one day. I know I got bad cardio because when I start running, you taste blood. Wait, where's the blood coming from? Like your nose? Maybe it's from your nose? Is it like, it's just like, maybe it's a metallic taste? Where does that come from? I wish I wouldn't crave sweets and snacks. I think there's nothing wrong with that as long as you can stop eating them. You know, like as long as you can like eat them in moderation. Used to get that when you did cross country skiing. Wait, so what is the science behind that? I think I need to like maybe avoid some certain foods. I think something is causing like I said earlier, I think something is causing my sinuses to be weird because I noticed my throat has been a bit irritating and it feels like my sinuses just feel very like mucusy, I guess. So I think like it's either I was doing some research, so it could either be like allergies, of course, like dust or whatever. It could be dry air, but I've been using my humidifier a lot, so I don't know if that's the case. And then some people said like it could be like acid reflux, like you don't really feel like any burning that like classic acid reflux feels, but it can the acidity can like affect your sinuses. So I'm like, oh, maybe it's that because like I have like generally like not a great stomach. Like I think I'm just like always like I feel like my digestion is not like the best. So I was like maybe it's just that. So maybe I should like cut out stuff like dairy, chocolate, stuff like that. I don't generally eat dairy because I'm lactose intolerant, but I think like maybe just eating not even lactose free dairy could be good. I don't know. You run a couple feet and you're dying. Same. And welcome in, Limon. Hope you're doing well today. It's blood from the lung walls. Oh, okay. Something. Increase the strain of blood vessels inside lungs. Fair enough. If you taste blood, it's because it actually is blood. There's blood vessels in your lung that burst from elevated blood pressure from exercise. We learned something new today. But yeah, I guess it's fine. Blood vessels can burst. That's all good. As long as it doesn't hurt you. It's all good. But yeah, I don't think I've ever exercised to the point where I tasted blood. But maybe I just don't do enough exercise. Just probably fair enough. I was thinking about doing like I've been talking about this for a while about like personal training, like at the gym and stuff, but I don't know. I haven't quite because I feel like I've been doing well like working out at home and stuff, doing like my Pilates exercises that I learned at Pilates and then doing those at home. It seems kind of easier. I don't know. Going to a gym sounds like a hassle. But I like having like classes and hobbies and stuff like that. So maybe I need like a second one aside from singing lessons, but it kind of adds up. Cuz I do like private lessons for everything, so like it's kind of expensive to do to do like multiple private lessons of things. So maybe I should just do some like do some cardio at home and then like I've been saying for ages that I need to get back into studying Japanese because for a while I was studying grade 2 Japanese like vocabulary and reading. And I was grade 2 was chill because I knew like almost all of it already. But when I got to grade 3, I'm like, wow, I can't read anything. So then it was like a barrier, you know, because like studying something where you know like almost all of it and you just need to learn like the last few words. Like it's like a handful of words, like maybe like 20 or something like that. That's fine. But then I went to grade 3 and it's like I know none of it. There's like 200 words I have to learn now. So then I was like, ooh, like it's a bit intimidating to start, you know? People used to think I was faking it, but they didn't know my cardio was just that bad. Fair. Honestly, I haven't even tried to run since I was in high school, so I probably would do the same. I probably would be like vomiting blood, you know? Like being studied in front of strangers is no bueno, so you work out at home. I mean, fair enough. I think like going to the gym would be I don't know. I've never been to the gym. And you guys know I don't like being in people talking to me in public. Do people try to talk to you at the gym? Do you think someone will like come up to you and like start talking to you? Like I don't want that. You know? That's like I hate when people talk to me in public. This is the unfortunate result of me not getting proper physical buildup growing up due to your heart condition. I think it's really cool. You made time for all that. Oh, sorry, these are different conversations. But yeah. I mean, there's always like, you know, like don't overdo it for, like, or like don't like be too hard on yourself for like not being able to reach the same level. You know, like I feel like you should do like what works for you and like what's possible for you. I think that's really cool. They made time for all that. So many things you want to do, but I can barely bring yourself to do one. I think doing one at a time. I think one at a time for sure. If Miji ran 200 meters right now, I should be tasting blood for sure. I would. You're Norwegian. We as a country have all agreed never to talk to each other ever. I mean, that's kind of the same here in Vancouver. People call it the. They also say it for Seattle, but it's like Vancouver freeze or Seattle freeze or like Pacific Northwest freeze. It's kind of the same thing as well. People don't really talk to you. I like to think that they would only go up to you if you're done with the equipment. That's true. They might just ask like, "Are you done?" Fair enough. I never had someone talk to me at the gym, but one time a pizza delivery guy asked to be my workout buddy. When you answered the door, what? That's so weird. That's kind of creepy. That's kind of weird because they know where you live too. And welcome in Kalani. Hope you're doing well today. And welcome in Toxicate. Hope you're doing well as well. No one really talks to you in the gym unless it's to ask for a spot or when it's done with the machine, wait so they can use it. Okay, fair enough. Well, as long as no one's talking to me, it's fine. 200 meters is kind of far. Give me 30. Yeah, even 30 sounds tough, man. That's a long way away. People both in Cuba and Brazil love to talk to strangers on the street. You don't. That sounds awful, yeah. But luckily, I just will not. They'll be like, oh, you don't speak Spanish. Goodbye. Hopefully. Your guy, by the way, just got it like that down. I actually, when you said that, I just kind of presumed you were a woman, but fair enough. Maybe you just seem like a good workout buddy. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, bro, like, you know where I live? Like, why are you asking me this? Like, best I can do is 10 meters, not 10 meters. It's like 2 steps. Alzo's nickname is Tigerstaden, the Tiger City. Originally pejorative because the city was seen as vicious, dangerous, and hostile. There's a big tiger sculpture outside the main train station in Oslo. Damn. Dangerous and hostile. Vicious. That's just like you. You would see me walking around when he did his deliveries? What? Oh, so he wanted to walk with you? Was he hitting on you? Did he ask for your number? Or did you get your number from the pizza delivery? When I went to Mexico, you notice literally everyone would say hi or what's up on the street, and that's so nice. But doing it in America would make me feel creepy. I mean, people do it in like small towns, like in like smaller areas. People say hi to each other, I think. Because when I visit my mom and I'm like walking my dog around the neighborhood, people will say hi to you on the walk, but it's not like a busy area. This is back when I walk like, oh, sorry, I just read that. I have no problem once I start talking to them, but man, once I notice they're talking to me, yeah, exactly. I don't mind a bit of small talk here and there, but if it's like constant, I'm like, I generally don't want people to leave me alone. It's because country bumpkins will come into Oslo and think everyone's hostile because no one says hello, like they do out in the sticks. Oh, yeah, fair enough. But that's the same anywhere, you know? I think Vancouver is like especially like that, at least by NA standards. I think he was hitting on me because back when Craigslist did personal ads, gay guys would put out ads for workout buddies. Oh, so it was like a euphemism, I guess. Fair enough. Maybe it's like a way to like suss it out to see. After COVID, I've gotten used to the pizza delivery guys leaving the pizza at my door and then leaving. Haven't talked to a pizza delivery guy for years. I mean, that's the way. That's the you know, antisocial way to do it. That's how I prefer it. I also get like I don't really like people coming to my door. You know, like I think Especially because I live alone. Like I don't really want strangers coming to my door. Not a huge unless like unless it's like just delivery, but I don't know. But small talk was always a chore anyway. Many delivery stays, you sign the receipt. I never said that. I don't say anything. It's just like, oh, like here's your things, and I'm like, thanks, bye. But maybe that's a Vancouver thing. Like I don't think we generally do like small talk in that situation. It's just like, have a good day or like whatever, something like that. It's not too much of a hassle. But yeah, it's a I think like if someone like comes to your house and then they like hit on you while they're at your house and like they like know where you live and they're like I feel like it's a bit weird. Um um Here in Seattle is a cold city socially, but I don't know about Vancouver. Vancouver's very similar, yeah. Put the leave at door option, of course, of course. Can I ask you something if your moderator don't mind? Actually, I deleted your earlier message because you're being very strange. So, if the question you're gonna ask is weird, so really think about it. If it's weird, don't ask it. But if you think it's not weird, give it a try. And then we will see. But just know what you said before was strange and unwelcome. You want pizza now, but it's raining outside. You gotta let them bring it to your door and leave it there. 2 strikes. We'll see. We'll see. Do you think it's ethical to hide your superhero identity from your partners? No, I think once you're like maybe when you start dating, I think it's okay if you're a superhero, you know. But after a certain amount of time, I think you have to tell them. I think it's unfair. I think it would be so weird too, right? Like imagine you're dating Spider-Man and like after a year he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Spider-Man." I feel like very betrayed, you know? Like first of all, I mean, it's kind of cool, don't get me wrong, but like that's a big secret to keep for that long, you know? Pizza dude, I've been craving for weeks. I mean, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. For a while, I was craving pizza I don't have pizza very often. I probably have pizza like once a year. But a few months ago, I was like really craving pizza, and I did get some. He's about to ask me workout buddies. That would be a funny thing to say. How quickly did Lois Lane find out? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure like in Spider-Man, his girlfriend in both situations knew pretty early. Even heard Shadow Realm and what is even Shadow Realm from? Pizza once a year? I could never. I just don't eat it very often. I'm also lactose intolerant, and pizza's expensive. Like getting pizza outside is expensive. It's just a compliment, soft and innocent, not meant to hurt. Yeah, but your comment before was a compliment, and it was very strange to say to a complete stranger. A soft and innocent. Oh God. Just saying, compliments about my physical appearance are not welcome here. It's not a very, you know, I think a lot of streamers will not enjoy that. From strangers. And yeah, welcome in, Star. I can't remember if I said hello, but welcome in. Hope you're doing well. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh ref. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, okay. I have no idea how long it took Lois to find out Superman's identity, even though Clark should have told her, but didn't believe him. Okay, but he tried. But I guess, okay, Superman's a bit different, though, because he's like, I'm an alien. Like, he's like, I'm literally an alien. That's a whole other level of deception, too. Like, he's not even just a superhero. He's an alien superhero. There's 2 huge secrets he's keeping from her. Like, hello, I'm actually from a foreign planet. Like, come on. Spider-Man covers his face, so Superman's just the same guy. Really, yeah, it's kind of on her at that point. It's kind of on her at that point if she doesn't realize. And isn't she a reporter who reports on Superman? Oh, she's face blind, maybe. Yeah, we like flaming and bullying here. That's what we like. Didn't know the Shadow Realm. I'm sorry, I don't know it. And welcome in Tea and Disco. Hope you're doing well today. If allergies keep people away from peanut butter or cheese, I get it, but people just don't like them. I get no. I like pizza. Don't get me wrong. I do eat dairy. With like I have like lactase pills and stuff like that. It's totally fine. But yeah, I just don't eat pizza very often. I don't know. I usually prefer to eat like Japanese food or just Asian food in general. I think in the comic, people knew Superman was an alien. Oh, so it's like 2-in-1 secret. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh official Twitch channel that's been replaying episodes of the show. They've been playing that in the background for the past few days. Nice. Yeah, I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh, as you guys can tell. It's actually a newer Superman TV show, and they hit the deport the foreigner note. Oh God, Earth is for Earthlings. Build a wall in the sky. Imagine if they said that in the show. That'd be so cringe. Proper investigative journalist. Maybe I mean she's not the photographer, so maybe she's face blind. Mija's a closet weave. She just doesn't want to admit it. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Who doesn't like pizza? Oh my gosh, I was watching, going back to the Canucks topic from earlier. Connor Garland from the Canucks said he doesn't like pizza or sushi. I was like, bro, what's wrong with you? Like, you're a great hockey player, don't get me wrong, but like, pizza and sushi, you don't like either one? So weird. Imagine if you had an entire line of suspects and Lois Lane had to be the one to identify them. True. She'd be so bad. It'd be so bad. Not liking sushi is okay. Uncooked fish is not good. You're saying that to a Japanese person first. Pizza's too ethnic for him. He only likes his white food, like pickle. True. Pizza's like, ooh, Italian? Too ethnic. He is pretty white, to be fair. But yeah, it's weird. Not liking pizza is definitely interesting because pizza just tastes good. I definitely do like pizza, but I just don't eat it very often because like it's something that I don't eat out very often. So it's something that you usually get from outside, right? You don't unless you're making your own pizza at home, which is very good. When you make pizza at home, very good. It's got oregano and it's too spicy. True. Pickled herring is too exotic. Only chicken nuggets. There are people like that, yes. You also see ice in your city. They even put ice cream police on the truck. What? They put ice cream police on the truck? Like ice and then like the immigration people, the deportation people. I know it's an American organization. People who don't like tomato. Oh, I don't really like tomato that much. I'm one of those people. I think it's a common food not to like. You need to find the vid, but it's crazy. That's a bit scary. You find everything from the food pyramid on there. It must be healthy then. Yeah, but speaking of food, it is lunchtime for me. It is 12 o'clock. It is lunchtime. Did you guys eat today? Make sure you get some good food. Maybe get some pizza today. But yeah, I'll probably get going so I can eat some food. You don't judge people for not liking particular food? I judge picky eaters a little bit. I judge like really picky eaters. Like it's fine to have a few foods you don't like. But if you're really picky, I judge a little. You like raw tomatoes unless it's like a sandwich. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't like raw tomatoes. You're eating right now. Good job. Nice. You're getting some bulgogi fries? Okay, you can't just say that. I don't have that. Miju made me want to get pizza. I made myself want to get pizza, but I don't have any pizza. I'm trying to avoid dairy for a bit because, like I said, I thought maybe it was affecting my voice. I wouldn't unfriend someone for not like tomatoes or sushi. Yeah, I mean I judge a little, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat some non-pizza foods, and yeah, I hope you guys take care and have good food today. I'll be streaming again on Wednesday at 3 o'clock Pacific for some Genshin. But if you don't like Genshin, I'll be chatting. We have our yapping weekends, so I'll be streaming on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, as usual. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Share your food pics in there, maybe. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope y'all take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.